Say
Hello.
hi, fine folks.
How's everyone? We're back.
Not so fine, folks.
So, since they've all said hi, is it now time for the not fine folks? Can I say it now?
No,
I'm gonna do it anyway. Hi.
In fact, you're getting fined.
You're not allowed to say anything.
That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Oh boy,
Getting fined, folks.
you're getting fined. Hey.
Hey.
So, welcome to another episode, episode 42 of our little campaign thing going on here.
43.
Yes. Sorry, 43.
Lots of numbers. Big number.
I knew before we went live. It just happened to. Yep. Anyways, so recap. We discovered. So the crew, having spent a good amount of time together in the city of Ithros, more than they wanted to, more than they had planned on, they found out some interesting things about each other. Crammed up in one little tiny apartment, and were able to blow off some steam by getting into a good old-fashioned brawl, which they discovered was a little more than what they had anticipated when they started. But yeah, the quarantine had been lifted. The go-ahead for travel to other city-states had been given. And the crew is ready and willing to leave. They have a duplicate creation of Baldrick. Yep. To leave in an inconspicuous place.
I thought we were turning them in, or having someone else turn them in.
Inconceivable.
Someplace we'll chime into that, and then they were gonna leaving because I believe the vehicle should be repaired up at this point, and yeah, so we'll tune into what the crew is deciding on what to do with the Rev copy.
Did we ever get to finishing Brett's thing? Because I know his computer went iffy last time.
A few times.
I do believe
What do you
we
mean?
just finished the fight, just barely, but we hadn't done any aftermath.
Yeah.
We did.
And if we do not need to, if we want to move onwards, as long as nothing drastically happens with Boston, I have no real preference. I
got kicked out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got kicked out.
I got kicked off my PC. I remember I was there.
No,
We got kicked
Crew-
out?
got kicked out of the bar and was not necessarily banned, but definitely didn't want you to, did not invite you to come back.
I mean, it was the place was
soon.
called like the Porcelain Throne, or it's like it's not really a place you really want to go back to. As a friendly reminder.
It was great.
Some people-
Don't you bash on the porcelain throne.
Some people love that place.
I would rather go to the Orphanage more than the Porcelain Throne.
Well, you're
I love that Tony came up with a name worse than what I did.
I
Y'all were
personally
so
think it's much
uncomfortable.
better.
That's your decision, and it's wrong. It's wrong.
We're gonna leave that name alone. We've gone over that name before. No, I do believe that Nash would have pulled Boston aside, and we don't have to roleplay this, but Nash would have pulled Boston aside and basically been like, "What the fuck? Like, what was that?" Because you flew off the handle more than you normally fly off the handle, and I'm on parole. So like I got your back, but also if I go back to prison, that's a problem.
And he would basically tell you, I just needed to blow off some steam. I wasn't planning on going that rough. You saw it. They snapped first, so I just retaliated. He didn't even pull out a weapon, not till the very end.
Yeah, that asshole tried to kill me.
Yeah, so like it was just meant to be a scrap, and the guy just said, haha, and tried to stab me. But yeah. He'd say that was not the plan. That did not go as... It was supposed to be therapeutic, and it was life-threatening, which is never an ideal thing. And he'd explain that anytime he goes into brawls, it's gonna be just gloves on, like not meant to cause death. That'd be his promise to Nash.
We can fade out of that, but I needed to have Nash say at least something, so we don't have to tarry on that too long.
Do any of the others have any side conversations?
Nah.
No,
Okay.
mostly because it was a week ago and I can't remember. 2 weeks ago.
Y'all were trying to get Ramita out of there without getting drunk again. We'll fast forward to the next day. Hangovers aside, you guys wake up. The anticipated day has arrived. There has been several false starts, we'll say, with the ban being lifted and then retracted a few times, and it's sometimes been like 6 hours before the ban was supposed to be lifted, they retracted it. It is now the very next day, and I'm assuming that anybody who's had their eyes on the news is woken up to look at the headlines to see if the ban has been retracted again.
I mean, there's only so many times you can rewatch Golden Girls before you have to start watching the news, you know?
Fen's been
I don't know
watching the
about
news
that, but I
every
could-
day on their sim.
I would gladly rewatch Doctor Who over and over the news, just saying.
I feel like Fen and Nash have started doing this thing where Fen sits down somewhere or sits like on the floor or something, and Nash does push-ups and at the top looks to see what's on the news and is listening, but looks up like at the top only, and is doing like in the middle of exercises because Nash cannot sit still.
It's just become like a ritual for them to just like find a corner and like news time.
Yeah.
So yes, everyone comes to the realization that the news is the ban is finally completely lifted, and everyone is ready to go back to their normal travels.
Did I hear that right? Is it done?
We can leave.
Morning. Who keeps using my toothbrush?
Do you have the
Not
green
me.
one or the purple one?
I use the blue one.
This is why I
Not
stole
me.
mine separately from everyone else.
There's a blue one. Wait, we all had our own toothbrushes?
Great.
I don't have teeth.
What was on the news?
Seriously.
What was the thing? Sorry, I just.
The ban's been lifted. We can leave finally.
The hell out of here then. Fuck. Hey, are there any good bars in your hometown?
None that you'll be visiting.
I wouldn't exactly. No.
Like, it's a college place. I figured there'd be some, like, good ones.
I feel like the only thing that
The college you're thinking of is not the type of college that is mainstay in Auroran.
You're lost.
I feel like it's one of those places that only serves like wine if they do have a bar.
Well,
Hey.
no, there are places to buy alcohol. It's just not typically what I went for. Therefore, I don't know.
So
Points itself 23.
I thought you were much older. Anyway, sorry, you just give off. I'm too mature for the situation I'm in.
I am, however, that has nothing to do with age and more mentality. Onward! We need to go find Baldrick's replacement, yes?
Yeah, is it done?
Yeah, I've been keeping contact with Tilly and Amelia.
Yeah.
I'll say you've picked it up and you've had it in storage for some time.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have it?
I can pick it up.
Wherever storage may be, if it might be Boston's office, the closet.
100% Boston's office. Boston's office broom closet.
What are we doing with it? I don't think we ever concretely laid out a plan for it. It's
Yeah,
We're getting
Has it-
turned
Never
in,
agreed.
or
Like, are we dropping it off? We calling that one scary dude that chick told you to watch out for? Like,
If
what are we
I
doing?
recall, the plan was we are going to download his memories up to a certain date.
already did that.
You
Oh,
found that.
that already all happened. Okay.
That's already happened.
Yeah, we rolled for that, and it had.
We made
Required
corruption
an
at the end,
instant-
the whole 9.
Yeah, you required an inspiration roll because the first one failed.
Okay.
Oh, that
I had to inspire Tilly.
Make sure that it was downloaded correctly and not corrupted.
Yeah.
So
And then forcibly corrupt it at the end to make it look like, oh, we murdered him here.
I mean,
Oh wait, now I remember. Okay.
we can either actually call the original guy who's looking for the thing, for the body, just have someone that isn't me make an account and said, hey, I took this off Jones's hands or whatever, or I work with Jones on this, something, I don't know. Or you could go talk to your not friend, Fen, and see if they'd like to pick up the
Or
body.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Don't they have a hit out on you guys?
They tried to blame us for stealing something that we didn't steal.
I'm here.
I don't think.
But we could make more problems for them because isn't Baldrick's
I mean,
previous
to be fair,
people
we
still
could.
looking for him?
That's
we
what I
can
was
make
trying
it
to say.
very obvious.
Ben,
Like, not just let them know, but like make an announcement that the robot's back in their possession, and make Baldrick's peeps go after them.
Then what?
I was gonna say.
Mild inconvenience.
So wait, your plan was Darkness have Baldrick go back to the home he came from?
No, have
No.
give
Give-
them to Crazy Pink Lady.
Oh, okay.
But make it very public that they have it, like leak in the news that like the robot's been found and something. So
Basically
like
ruin Charlotte by having Baldrick's old family go after her.
yeah, that.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're talking
I'm
about
gonna
playing with
continue with what I said. Fenrana, roll an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This is probably more of a, is this a smart idea actually, or no? Where is
Yes.
my intelligence?
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. What if we rent a car and
Sure.
then
crash it into their wall.
maybe,
What
but
is
like, then we'd be on. They'd know that we'd rented the car.
20.
What?
Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Not 20.
What
Hey.
is that? That doesn't look like a letter. Oh, it's a symbol. It's a symbol. It's the natural 20.
Nice
Ben,
job.
Keeping up that that's the wrong one.
22.
Okay.
Good luck.
No, yeah.
With a 22, you know for a fact turning Baldrick into Charlotte would be the worst idea. Making it
Yes.
public would also be just as bad for you as it would be for Charlotte.
Mhm.
And that perhaps Charlotte is the last person
Yeah. No,
that
she.
Baldrick needs to be turned into.
I need reasoning. DM, tell me.
Because she's insane.
She's a hoarder. She would know immediately that it's not the model that she's looking for, probably.
That as well as other things. So, very specifically, she was looking for the modifications that Baldrick had. Which we,
thought she
for
just
the
wanted his
most
body.
part, got the, ish.
Okay,
From what she was
Sure,
saying,
it's after in my mind.
Wait a minute. Okay, so what you're saying is that Charlotte is basically too intelligent for what we're doing. They're too good at what they do.
yes,
So our other idea.
a busted up version of Baldrick might be an easier sell to the people who already want him gone. Because I was under the impression we were going to make this body look like it was damaged.
Yeah.
Which we had already
Thought we
done
already
at
beat
one
it up
point,
a
I
bit.
thought.
I'm
Yeah, I
assuming
remember
you
beating
guys
it up.
busted it up.
Yeah. Which kind of defeats the purpose of why she wanted Baldrick. She wanted him in working condition. We very
Okay.
purposely made this one not work.
I opening up my bounty hunter app. I still have contact with the guy who wanted. I still had like pings that I just stopped answering. Right about Baldrick.
Yes, the original hit out on him is still out and available. The amount has gone down some because of how old it is, and there have been other more newer, hotter deals. You know,
Baldrick is
it's
starting to be old news slowly but surely.
and it's normal for takes to decline.
Especially during a pandemic where everyone's shares and everything has dropped immensely.
Yeah, and especially like some which are like Baldrick's not a harm to anyone, so he's not like he was hot news when it first came out. But the ones that are more like on the rampage, more that are like hot news, they're getting priced up more, and his has declined some.
Sure.
Though still,
They obviously
what it
don't
is-
know Baldrick then.
Yeah.
is still quite high. It's no longer 1 terabyte, but it is still quite high.
You looking at
Baldrick is definitely a danger.
All I'm saying is man's literally ran around an entire town lighting fires because distraction.
Yeah,
None of you know.
exactly.
None of us know about that, but
No,
I can contact him and just say, hey, I found him. I wasn't able to get back into the city. I wasn't able to do anything because, what happened.
I mean, we could just leave it in an alley too and be like, hey, I got news that he might be here. Just thought I'd
Any way
let
we
you
look
know
at it,
since
if
I'm
it's
leaving town.
you, Nash, you're working under me, so maybe I left it off to you if you want to pull that angle, because you've been working with me now for 7.5 weeks. Mazel tov.
well.
promotion
So
time.
here, okay, so this person that we're dropping it off to, right? Like,
Sure.
so there's this group of people, right? Like there's people at the top that are doing the big jobs and playing it smart, and there's people at the bottom that are just trying to survive. But there's a group of people in the middle that are desperate to make it to the top. Is this person in that group? Because if they're desperate enough, they won't check a dang thing.
Looking at this is obviously not the family itself that sent out this hit. It was probably someone that they contracted to put out the bounty, right? Gears or
This is coming from the destination. This is coming from the actually roll a history check.
history. Oh, that's a first for Boston. Oh no. Guidance. Okay. Not the best, but I'll take it. 14.
Okay, that's what you needed.
Yay.
Hey, Tony, you can give yourself guidance.
So, what you were able to find out with all of the information and talking with the previous, the ransom was the fact that Baldrick was on transport from the family to a depository. Basically like a pull apart.
A chop shop.
Chop shop, yes. The chop shop has paid the family for the robot, and so now they're out of a robot. So the ransom is coming from the depository. and trying to keep it on the down low that they don't have the robot, they went through your channel to get it.
Well, that makes it so much simpler.
Huh?
Say, I have the body, it's in the XYZ, leave the body there, pay me, and then we'll just, pay me, I'll tell you where the coordinates for the body is. Ta-da.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's the family, as far as the family is concerned, because he hasn't made the news that he's out free, the family is unawares of his current position. It is the chop shop that did not get their delivery, and because they already shelled out the money, they're like, give me money, give me robot.
So
grabby hands.
Give me a robot or give me death.
So we can just put it in a gutter somewhere and say, I would have sent it earlier, but I got bored doing the pandemic, so it's a little dinged up. Pay might be a little bit different than you might have been informed. Pay me something, and then we'll give the coordinates, and then I just block that number.
Wouldn't it be better to like spoof a little bit? I'm trying to be. How do we get layers between us and them? Because when people find out that we've fucked this up, they're gonna come after us harder.
If I'm not wrong, and correct me if I am, DM. When they go to a shop, they're not exactly. They want the model type, however, the specifics are typically in grey. Also, he's just going to be melted down for parts.
And looking at, no offense, Baldrick, are you made of anything particular? It would be like difficult.
I'm made of several specific items.
Like materials.
Metals and plastics.
Tink tink.
Yes.
Baldrick, you would know that there are some particular parts in the mainframe that are valued, and if isolated and taken apart, could be worth more than the entirety of your model if it wasn't for the fact that you're also a service bot that could, do a lot more with that part.
Yeah, that.
Would us trying the body
ask
beforehand?
And if they ask if it's not the right model, I'm gonna say this represent the model. It's not my fault. They didn't give me the exact details, but with the composition of his, I don't know, his leg engines, well, whatever. It's not my fault if I don't have the right parts. I just gave him the body that looks like him.
Also, we kind of smashed his head.
Yeah.
Very purposefully. To make a corrupted memory bank.
Mm-hmm. What they're going to sue me for not giving them a bot that I thought was the bot?
I mean, some guy tried to stab us earlier for a bar fight. So, like, coming after us for a terabyte is well within the realms of what people are willing to do right now. I agree, but
he's trying to smite us back to hell. Like, that wasn't just.
I'm just spitballing. It's not a clean plan, but it's what we got, and we could use the cash. I can get you a boat.
I can get you a boat.
I have no need of a boat, and I have plenty of money.
Talking about I have bills. Something I know that most people in this call, I know something that most of y'all don't understand. I have bills.
Yes, I have
I've owned my house for 100 years.
I have it on a car. Whatever's easiest.
Mother. Whatever you want to do.
I'd say it's a lot of money, Nash. Even if it's a little less than that, we'd be fine for a while.
Okay, I don't know. Something about this whole thing is spooky, and I want as much distance from it as I think we can get.
And that's fair.
The problem with creating distance, it also creates a trail. Especially since we're trying to make it quick.
There's already a trail. It just makes the trail longer and harder to follow. That's the point of the distance. right? Like,
I mean, the last time Baldrick was seen was in your guys' custody. You could just play it off that you were looking for him this full time, and then you just found his body and turned it in. Like,
And also with the whole quarantine thing, even if we got here, what, 2 days before it happened, so we could have just been finalizing things and then we were then stuck.
yeah. Like, we don't have, like, yes, you want to be separate from it, but you're already part of it. So, like, instead of trying to cover our tracks and make it suspicious, make it look like, you lost track of...
Shit happened.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. You were seen with Baldrick as Baldrick? As in, so people knew he was Baldrick? This is the first Ben is hearing about this.
they sent us a pizza with messages on it. Like,
That they knew we had him.
yeah.
Wait, who sent pizza?
That was before both and Auroran were
Yeah.
there. That was the pilot.
Don't forget the fight.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing as it.
We did also have some people
Talking about
try to-
recently, within the city, within Ithros.
Before we even knew you existed.
Wait, was this like pizza like other people, or was it like the people that put the hit out?
Other bounty
No,
hunters.
the pizza was food. So there was dough and sauce and cheese. There were no people.
It was from other
That you know
hunters.
of. Okay, so
I don't
it's
even know
known
about it.
that
You met
had
Ramita the
him.
same day you met me.
That's true. I did have him, and then I said that we lost his trail and something happened. I never specified what happened, and I don't have to specify what happened.
So exactly, you leave it off of that and say, "Hey, I found his body. He's a little worse for wear. Here it is," and then let it go, because you say you lost track of him, but you can act like you were still looking for him instead of making it like, "Oh well, I'm just gonna let that crap ton of money walk away." Because that doesn't sound like a bounty hunter.
I want to refresh Brett's memory. I don't know if you know this, but you did not tell anybody where you were going. So as far as like the communication goes, with the forum, the board thing, they assume you've been here this whole time.
Actually,
Like,
I
it's not
remember
like
putting out a hit saying that we went to Vorak and he got lost there. That's in my notes somewhere. I don't know where, but I remember us discussing that to kind of get off his tail a little bit. I can try and look it up. Mind you, that's a lot of
remember
notes to
that.
go through.
Okay.
I do remember that because we were planning on.
It was before we left
Boston
Vorak,
set out a thing.
as
saying,
we were
yeah,
leaving.
no, he's here as we were heading out of town.
Oh, right. So, okay.
Now, how is Boston going to explain how he ended up in Vorak while Boston is hunting him? He's a
You
clever
don't have
bot.
to explain it.
I don't.
You
I can
don't,
say,
you don't have to explain it. You're a
Yeah.
hunter.
Yeah,
It's not like
literally
you're
just
not.
say, found him.
You don't have to report back like Fen does.
yeah, I can literally say,
There's a
the
lot more
body.
paper trails for my bullshit. You can lie your
Yeah.
ass off, man.
That's
Yeah.
that's the beauty in being a free agent.
Yeah.
And
It's
this
not
way,
you're not
it
a
doesn't
cop.
seem like
You don't have to.
gave up.
You don't have to fill out a status report. It's just lost him, found him,
Lost him, found him.
Uh,
I'm good now.
lost him again, found him again.
So, this is up to you, Nash. I can either put it on the paperwork that you also get a cut of this as one of my employees, or we can just leave this on me and I'll just say you didn't know jack shit about it.
I mean, the heat's better spread out if there's two of us, right?
Sure.
Especially when you're searching.
Mind you, I'd be very curious to see what they bring to deal. You're one of the biggest guys I've seen. I hate to see who they bring if they're going to bring someone bigger.
I mean, they're bigger.
definitely
They could bring
It
Maddox.
de-
Maddox bigger.
That wouldn't go well for them though.
Yeah,
No.
but also,
Oh.
it'd also be fun.
That would
It'd be
be
fun to
raining
see
on
what would
their
happen. It'd be fun.
I mean, politely, Granny, no offense, but Maddox wouldn't stand a chance.
I'm
You know
gonna
that.
I'm gonna set up a call, or I'm gonna just ping them, let them know, hey, quarantine's over. I have the body. I was able to find it in Vorak. It got a little dinged up. I just got back in town right before the shit happened. I'm
Then
gonna
I
drop
got
off
locked
the... Yeah. Send me the cash. I'll send you the coordinates where I'm dumping the body.
You get a message
Well, no,
back.
I'm telling that to the party. I'm not done it yet. Is everyone okay with that? No, you're fine. Is everyone...
Why don't we just drop it off directly to them at this point?
I think the less contact we have face to face with them, the less complications. We are heading out of town to Auroran today.
Here's the question. I don't know the answer to this, so this is why I'm asking. But like, what is the chance that someone has some sort of a crawler on the net or something that is looking for the name Baldrick or bits of information that we're going to give and is going to hone in on us after having sent this message? We're dealing with rich people here.
We could just watch where we said the body's going to be and see if the company comes in.
Or
if it's
you
someone...
can send the message as we're out front of their building and roll the body out and drive off.
Sure.
As soon as confirmation of payment is made.
Yeah, that way.
Baldrick, you deal with bureaucrats. You've dealt with a shit ton of bureaucrats. What are your thoughts on all this?
Honestly, this is a bit outside of anything I have dealt with.
You tell me that your company was clean all the time?
He was the nanny.
Yeah, but ransoms and bounties, yes, were a bit outside of my purview.
I mean,
fair enough.
Ben, your job is basically to spy on people, or governments or whatever.
That's why Fen brought it
is that
up.
a thing?
Right? Was it Fen?
I mean, I brought it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Here's what I know, if that's actively a thing.
What,
That's
spying?
no espionage that the rich can take care of or take advantage of. Like crawlers and stuff like that for specific names and
Basically wiretapping.
Can the
Internet.
pink lady have everything out on it?
Wire tapping, wire clapping, wire drumming, all of it.
Brev just... Anyways.
And if you could go ahead and mark one facepalm for the DM, please.
Yes. To, there are legal ways and then there are not so legal ways, and you're educated on the legal ways, and there are a lot of things that the rich and the bureaucrats can do to get the information that they need. Of course, a lot of it requires a lot of paperwork ahead of time to get it done legally. If it is simply done, it is considered illegal in many ways. A lot of the shit ton... Since the net had been erected and was made permanent for everyone to access, there was a shit ton of privacy rules and laws and regulations. So there's a lot more hoops to jump through if somebody wants to tap into somebody's SIM chip or to listen in on their calls and whatnot, or trace their numbers and whatnot. It is difficult. It's not without probability that somebody could be doing it illegally, but there are also, hackers who provide information, provide services and apps to help protect individuals from that. Your chip, is quite secure because you are from Auroran and they are on the top of that. I think the only person whose chips that might be questionable would be Ramita and Nash. Baldrick's because of the wealthy privacy, and then Boston's because of... Huh?
what about their new chips?
I thought it was the
Yes.
same chip, just reprogrammed.
It's
Okay.
it's just got a new identity. but it's the same. It's the same makeup, and even then, it was through Boston's contact. And Boston's contact, because of who he works with, they are on the opposite side of everything being up and for security.
But goddamn, does security work?
Yeah, the security works so well. So yeah, the three of you, whether it's legal or illegal.
Yeah, we hired a Russian.
We are the most professional of criminals. I don't know what you're trying to talk about. It's all above board. The best kind of criminals are ones that do it legally.
Yours are all protected. Actually, no. Nash is probably.
He also got it from my guy.
He got it from
No.
No, never mind.
Nash did not. Nash had it before you met him.
Yeah.
That's right. Brain.
Yeah.
Too many brains.
Secrets.
Not enough brains.
No, you're fine.
Actually.
Actually, that was for Tony.
One more time.
Sorry.
You dropped something in there, and I was paying attention to one of the 57 things going on over here.
He critically failed his Baldur's Gate attempt, so he's trying to use the inspiration die, make sure the guidance is running, and the advantage.
Scum save.
Okay, so yes, so to answer your question,
Love you, buddy.
you would be aware of that side of things, and you're aware of the you're not educated in the other underside, but you are aware that happens.
Yeah, I'll pass that on. I know of the legal ways to do it, less so the illegal.
I'm not too worried about it, as long as we tell them that's where the body is. This is the payment, and we can send photos of where we put the body if that makes them feel better, and then we leave if they get captured. That's not our fault.
Oh, in Boston, you would know more because of one of your contacts.
Nah, I have been. My nose has been clean my entire life.
Lies.
Slander.
He's never done cocaine. I don't know what you want me to say. His nose has been clean.
His veins, however.
His
As a whatever you are, don't you have to make sure that the goods are secure to get paid? Dropping it off just seems so variable.
It really depends on the person who sent out the contract, because it's not a platform thing every time, depending on who's running the job. For its government, yeah, but this is a private company. If they don't set terms, I can make terms.
Okay. Cool.
Unless DM, I'm completely wrong, and then please shut my pie hole.
No, they made terms. The terms was active or inactive.
Those were the only terms?
Those were
Dead
the
or
only
alive,
terms.
basically.
Bingo.
Basically. Active or inactive.
We fulfilled our side of the bargain. It's fine.
And like some of them say they have to be active. Some of them say they have to be whole. Some of them say they don't have to be whole. Which that would be, if you would know, that would be a term for like cyborgs. So people who have limbs and stuff that are made with mechanical parts, if you happen to catch them and the part, is destroyed in combat or whatever, they don't care.
I'm a pick a spot kind of far from where we actually met you, Baldrick. Put you in a bin, or put it in a bin. Take a few photos. Contact him. Said it's inactive. I just put it here. I would have contacted you sooner, but shit hit the fan. Actually, I'll say I have him. I need confirmation of payment, and then I'll send you the coordinates and photos of him to make sure he's intact. Or we'll delegate between that, but they aren't going to get the coordinates of you until I get paid.
Yeah.
Any objections, concerns, complaints?
That seems fair. Should the rest of us clear out of here, in case your communications are being tracked, when they decide to check out your home base?
Yeah, I would say check out my, go over to, Tilly's, the church, because for all they know, I've never been there.
You went on never mind, wrong one.
You know.
You went on a date with the other one.
Amelia, yeah. By the way, DM, they did definitely chat like every day during that time, so that way he was dealing with other people.
I was gonna say,
these
rolls.
assholes.
I was gonna say, how many dates did he go on?
You mean how many chats did he have with her when when they were quarantined?
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh, did it
guessing.
get flirty?
I don't know if they got flirty, but they definitely just talk or like play solitaire or something like that. Like the Words with Friends. She kicked his ass every time, but he definitely didn't play with her in like Battleship or like just Facebook games or whatever.
We'll say for the very first 2 weeks at least, there was definitely a live stream FaceTime to her work office, which would be your office, because she's so used to having Tilly around that the body doubling helped with her work.
Sure.
So there was definitely a live stream almost 24 hours between the two of you for the first couple of weeks, partially because of comfortability and security, safety, and stuff like that, but also you helped her,
He'd also give it to Finn, who is also in the similar field, so they probably could also talk shop when Boston has no idea what's going on.
Certainly.
Real quick, she was the one with the nanos? Or was
Nano?
Tilly the one with the nanobots?
Oh, you mean the contest?
Yeah. Can't remember
Neither.
which one was which.
She had the goggles that could detect things, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Tilly
Those
had,
also
yeah, because they won second and third place respectively. Tilly won second or third with her
Arms.
with the remote
The
hands.
Yeah.
The remote, it was just a hand floating, and she did like juggling acts and stuff like that with them, and all she did was control it with her mind. And then Amelia had the invisible sensor.
Our notes say hearing aid spell, but also identify, whatever that means.
Locate
Technically,
creature. Locate creature, basically.
It's basically locate creature spell, but it came out to be like seeing through walls, X-ray.
Hearing aid spells locate creatures. That's how my brain works. Okay.
Oh, is that how that works?
Hearing aid spell.
Listen, when the DM's talking, my brain knows what's going on, so you guys can talk to me about what my brain is trying to put down.
There's a separate
hearing
one
aid
that says
spell-
X-ray vision goggles, so I'm just
Yeah,
checking.
It was both.
Okay.
The hearing
Both
aid
in one.
spell
All
was
of them in
on.
one.
The hearing aid spell was on the number 1 winner, who did have like nanobot technology use. I don't quite remember that one, but they had like a gem on their chest that they were deaf, and the hearing aid was.
Oh, I know. You did not mention that they actually were deaf, but that's cool.
They were deaf, and that they created a device to help them hear. Yeah.
Nice.
Using like certain wave formats or whatever. But at the time, if you'd asked me, I would have been able to give you a whole thing on it. But now I've completely
Why don't
Now
you
it's
just
been a
make
while.
information
It's been a
available?
while.
Yeah, where are your
it
nose
was only
gears?
last
Where are your
October.
nose?
Dude, it was
So
months
long
ago.
ago.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, that's not very nice at all.
Look, if you want to know this stuff, when it's fresh in my memory, I'm ready to talk more all the butt. But like,
I tried to
y'all
talk to
don't.
that NPC. He told me to kindly piss off, actually.
No, that was the loser. He didn't want anything to do with anyone because he lost.
According to the notes that I found, Amelia won.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Amelia was the winner.
She was like second place.
According to the notes,
was
it
first,
says
second, and
Amelia
third.
wins. So, I
Yeah, because
That's
she was a
what I
winner, and
got.
I was trying to give her a drink to celebrate and she looked socially
yeah,
awkward child.
Brett did not put the first, second, and third place parts in.
And then talkative Tilly was second,
Third.
third.
Because
At first they were
the
happy.
first place guy I tried to talk to, he didn't even take the drink.
No, the first place
No, that
person
was
was a
second
female.
place.
I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
Second
somebody
didn't take
won
the drink
something
because he
with
was so
something,
mad.
and then
Yeah.
something.
Boston talked to all of the winners, including the quote unquote loser who was like fourth place. He was pissed because he didn't get first place because he got in first place the last 3 years. He was a dwarf. Anyways.
What does his race have to do with this?
God.
Sorry.
Is it time for break yet? Can we?
We've been going for an hour.
'cause it's,
Anyways, so you guys are going to drop off the body of the copy at the corner store market where you first encountered Baldrick?
Away from there, a good distance away, and I'm going to take 2 pictures of it in the bin, send it to him, and just them in the bin. I found him. I'm placing him here. Send me the cash, and I'll give you the coordinates. I've turned off my tracking, by the way, so that way they don't just like pin my location.
Okay. Anybody else with you?
Anyone that want to come with, but he wouldn't invite.
Go with.
And the rest remain in the apartment?
Shouldn't.
No, that'd be funny. With your cool new fake mustache.
We get a photo of Baldrick posing with Baldrick.
Oh, we definitely
That
took
would-
a couple photos of that.
Before
Somewhere.
Ramita probably has those on her chip.
She's posting on
Yeah,
Facebook.
before we beat it up.
Don't put that in the air, Brett. Don't put that in the air.
She's a boomer. Of course she's going to put the criminal activity she did 30 years ago online.
Granny doesn't know how to do that. Granny's in the situation where that's a little new for them.
Granny still uses it basically as a phone and a wallet, like.
And MySpace.
That's it.
Granny's
Still
what,
trying to figure
150,
out-
200?
Granny's still using AOL.
Yeah, I'm still using the post bar as the search bar on Facebook. So you don't have to worry about pictures.
After you post the photos or send them to the request, you get a message back. Wait, do you show the photo of the condition that the body is in?
I do say it's a bit dinged up. Had some complications.
Okay.
Yeah.
You will
Definitely
get
deactivated.
you will get a message back saying that there will be some reward deducted for the condition, but they will front you half of it, and they will send you the other half once they're able to examine the body.
He's gonna look to Nash. You think I should try to be bold and tell him I want it all in front, or are they not getting it at all?
I don't know. There's
How much is half? I'm actually gonna text him that.
Okay, so the current amount is oh, so you're gonna ask for half. Okay, so half.
Well, how much is half? Before I send them the
Right.
coordinates, how much is half?
Right.
Changed his mind.
So half would be currently 350 gig.
That's half.
Yes.
You realize
That's
that-
half.
Go ahead. Austin, you realize that when this all started, we were basically handing the guy to scrap for 40.
Yeah.
So I think even if we get 50%, we're up 9 times ish.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's 9.
So I don't even think we squabble over the 50-50. I think we take the money and run, and it doesn't matter if they try to short you the half.
Sure.
I think getting out of here is their number one, right?
Yeah. And with 175 gigs, you could probably get your own place and pay
I
off.
thought half was 350.
Right, yeah, and you're getting half of that.
Oh.
Yeah, you're half. You're half of the half.
Love Nash.
With your third,
With your quarter. So he'll basically hand him. It's not a data pad, obviously, but like he'll type it up and say, "Send the message, boss. This is your decision." It's a lot of money.
Nash will tweak it just slightly. to be a little bit more. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
There isn't any cursing in the message if it makes you feel any
He's
better.
just making it a bit more professional.
Sure.
As
Probably
per
a little
my
extra
last
ease when there's not
message.
supposed to be.
As per my last message.
No, it's not fuck you business. All right.
No, I know, but it's formal. It's.
No, it's not. It is.
As you may have read in my prior email,
Y'all bunch of
I feel like Boston
assholes.
is very like to the point.
Yeah.
And Nash
Yeah.
is making it a little more friendly, a little more, hey, it was nice conducting business with you. Right? Less of a, per the Excel spreadsheet on line 47.
We appreciate your patronage.
Right?
Hope to
No,
work with you in the
that's not.
future.
Y'all
more
a bunch
like,
of assholes.
Boston's the asshole. This is the reason why we're doing this. Tell me
A
I'm wrong.
Respectable gentleman, and y'all shitting on his good name. How dare you?
Not even his real name.
Respectable gentleman.
Not even his real name.
Fucking hell.
No one's asked about it because no one knows.
Yeah.
I've heard some weird names in my time, so
I don't know what
Anyways,
you're talking about.
sorry,
I
Nash.
don't have 7 of them.
Nash, so you send in a nicer.
Probably
Just-
cleared up a
just
few of the
barely.
misspellings.
Yeah, cleaned up a few misspellings and a little bit nicer. Not too nice though, because then
Sure.
they'll start
So
to think
basic-
something happened.
So basically, full sentences versus Boston's 7 words.
So how I text, for those of you that don't know, I will send a message and then I'll send a message, like I'll send like each thought as I'm thinking it instead of doing paragraphs, which I'm sure is annoying for all of you. And thank you for not complaining about that or giving me any crap about it. It's just how I think. I'm sorry.
You're good.
wait, are you talking IRL or in the?
IRL. This is an
Yeah,
IRL
he's
breath
talking
thing.
IRL.
I will just send.
Anyways,
Oh,
Tony.
I do it too, so I don't even notice.
Sorry, Tony. We keep shitting on your message.
At least he can read.
Anyways,
Yup, he can.
so
Who was that a hit towards?
What?
no one.
I
Okay. It's like,
Anyways,
who are
so
you-
Nash sends a message, and you get a reply back. Oh wait, what did you accept the deal?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get a reply back. All right. So what's the coordinates?
I send the coordinates and then we drive away.
Okay.
A lot of money to just leave there.
To clarify, that is what we just got was more money than Boston has had this entire campaign. By about what's the one I'm looking for? 1,000 times more money than we have. Because I've had megabytes this entire time, not gigabytes.
To put it in perspective, Nash currently has 1.5 megabytes to his name, and that is
Th-
That is really
Nearly
is a
adorable.
dollar.
nearly the
And that
most
was-
he's had the entire campaign. At max, he had 3.
Yes.
He started. Didn't you start with Kilo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Boston
Yeah.
gave him a bit.
I believe double-digit kilobytes.
And you guys have come so far.
So
It is-
far.
It's sweet that you feel like you can like hang out with us.
You're the ones that decided to crash in my apartment for the past 7 weeks.
We didn't
Got it.
decide shit.
Gotta keep a low profile.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
I found my toothbrush in the toilet for some reason.
I was
Half an
gonna say
hour.
Granny's so disconnected from like the reality of cost of everything right now.
Half
It's like
an
all the
hour
boomers.
later,
Mhm.
you receive a deposit of another 50 gigs.
I'll
Yeah, they
take
didn't
it.
like the condition that you left it.
That's fair. But they confirmed it,
They
They
did.
confirmed it.
meaning
They
there's no more
accepted.
bounty on Baldrick.
100%.
Yes.
Well,
There's one less bounty on Baldrick.
popular robot, considering his job description, it's impressive. Most people don't like menials.
Auroran!
By
As
the way, side note, DM, I assume after this is all done, we're packing up and heading to Auroran. And so it's the pre-planning to this. Nash would have let his parole officer know a day in advance about that.
Oh yeah.
Just FYI.
No, I'm
Would have told him.
7 weeks has gone by. You told him when you had planned that you were going to leave.
The moment that the ban was lifted, you were just like, yeah, no, bye.
By the way,
I'm saying that I'm wrecking that or recalling. No,
Retconning?
whatever you guys say.
Retconning?
Retconning, yes. That I think we actually discussed that you had Nash had talked to his parole officer. It was like, we are planning to go on Auroran, and that very same day, the quarantine hit.
Yep.
Therefore, your parole officer knew you were heading towards Auroran, but
Yeah,
because
does that
of the
mean?
quarantine,
Everyone's just dying.
they realized you're not going anywhere for a while. So they know that you're headed there.
Nash would have let them know anyway, because you never know what somebody's assumed. You just tell them.
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
And by the way, he wouldn't have specified how much he would have gotten. He said, "This is the other half of what they gave us. Not much they promised, but better than nothing." And he would have given Nash 30 of the extra gigs instead of 25.
Oh.
So that means we each get.
So one of you has 205, the other one has 195.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which again is enough to buy a house and a car, and enough for your college, your kid's college plan and your own college plan if you wanted.
Not in Auroran.
Not in Auroran, but in where we are right now, 100%.
Where you are right now is a good, decent
enough.
living in
One of Baldrick's suits.
where Nash is from. It's a whole lot more.
Reminder,
Oh.
a few sessions ago, Nash sponsored a kid to get into fighting school for $1.5 million.
By the way, he would have sent at least a gig. He would have sent at least 5 gigs also to Tilly as a thank you for the job well done. Also,
Okay. Noted.
because she's earned that at least.
Yeah, she's put up with us.
Get the hell out of Dodge.
It's like, cool, a new ride.
Yeah, 5 gigs also definitely help with anything that she wants to do.
When she says new ride, she means like her hover car. It's like, that's literally how much she spent on.
100,000. Okay.
Okay. So you guys have your amounts, what's in your bank account and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put in there. Before we started driving, Granny 100% went full Granny mode and made sure she packed lunches for everyone, even a couple bolts for Rick to feel special.
We had to make sure that the fridge was cleared out anyway.
Oh yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah, it was
Oh.
pretty empty when you guys arrived, and it's probably just as empty, if not more so now, because there's just condiments or whatever. And any other things that you guys want to finish up before?
Out of informed them that we're leaving. Everyone that we talked to.
Right.
Yeah, I'll let my family know too.
Why were there 8 open bottles of mustard?
And my daughter know that I'm still thinking about her and that I'm trying to get her out.
We don't even eat mustard.
Each time you message your daughter, she would have kept telling you, "Don't worry about it. I'm where I should be." She's accepted her penance.
I haven't.
Your grandson Marduk has heard of it and is excited and keeps like, "Keep me updated. I want mom out."
Yeah. And I'll definitely keep him updated.
You've gotten a few messages from Viper, just updating you on her situation. A few fights have been pretty rough on her. But she's doing okay. She's nothing she can't recover from.
I've definitely reprimanded her for not backing out.
Oh no, you know her. She's not going to give up. She does not give up a fight. What are you talking about? Once
I
she's
know,
in the
but I'm
ring,
pissed.
it's to the end.
I'm pissed because of those drugged up crazies.
Should we
Okay,
share this
so-
with the party, Nash? Nash, as we're like about to open the door to the apartment.
Most of them come from money, right?
Sure.
So I mean, we can
Don't share it with
but,
us.
Like,
I don't know how much
Yeah.
you'd want to share as a thing. I just thought, like a
we're
team.
the poorest in the group, right? Like, I mean, it's,
That is the weird part.
I think we're still the poorest in the group. Maybe. Fen does have a government salary, but it's a rich government, so I don't know how that works.
Sure.
And an estate back home,
Have I been
apparently.
getting paychecks, by the way, Gears? That's a question
What?
I need to ask. Have I been getting paychecks this entire time?
You have been. Yeah, we do need to discuss
We need to
that.
talk
how
about
much-
that.
How much is Boston getting for this?
We got 8
Oh,
weeks
Rick,
of back
I've been
pay.
getting my paycheck.
Yeah. We'll
Mine
discuss
serves
that.
as Kavalar.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking. I mean, if nobody else is really going to benefit like this, then they didn't really ask for any of it. They knew we were doing this.
That's true. Maybe if next time one of us actually want to help us with the job, like on set, because we're gonna do some more. Maybe there's some fun stuff in Auroran we can do.
I mean, the last time I tried
well-
to offer to pay for something, Granny jumped in it like excitedly. So I tried.
I'm just trying to. It technically I should be making y'all pay me rent, considering I had to live with y'all for 7 weeks. Let's never do that again.
I mean,
Deal?
Do you want some rent?
No, I don't want some rent. I'm pulling your dick.
Why would you pull up that?
Don't pull too hard.
He definitely never paid for any food the whole time we were there.
But
All
I
right,
love
let's.
that. That would.
In the kitchen.
I love the idea that that's the last thing you say just as you open the door. I'm pulling your dick as you walk in,
Opens
and
the
that's
door.
everyone's response. Conversation ends.
We good to go?
Good to go. Everything's packed away in the car.
Awesome. We got
Why
paid.
did you guys need separate rooms if you were pulling his dick?
You've never heard this? What?
hey,
That's a
I don't
figure of
think- I think
speech.
it's a euphemism.
we've lived together for 7 weeks,
More-
almost 8 weeks. You have heard Boston say this before. He says it like 3 times a day.
And I say it to all of you, regardless of genitalia.
I don't know.
Because saying pulling your other thing is kind of just disrespectful, in my opinion.
That's like you're milking us.
Yeah.
Oh
sure.
god. Oh god.
No.
The car, Baldrick.
Be powder if you did that to me.
Hey, Baldrick, could you
Oh
back the
my
car
God.
onto me, please, real quick when we get out there?
I'm not sure I'm following this.
It's best not to. I think
Well-
we should just leave.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so you all climb into what is the name now? Is it still the Rickmobile or?
Rickmobile still.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure
Why
it was
would we
Rick's
change
Rolls
that?
Royce.
Rick, roll out.
Rick's Rolls Royce.
I mean-
Yes, whichever.
I like
So you guys
Rickmobile
all
better.
climb in, and you guys head on out towards Auroran.
Oh,
The road again.
While they're in the car, Nash is gonna send two messages. One to Ironsides with 10 gigs, saying came upon a landfall, start a program, help a few people.
You mean a windfall?
Yep. Look, I know what it meant. Yeah.
Silverburns, what was his name?
Ironsides.
Ironsides, like the ship. Gotcha.
Yep. And then
The ship, that was a possibly
another
ship.
to Spider. I think I'm ready. Find her.
Yes. Does he let Granny know? I have to.
No.
No, absolutely not.
What's going on? Who we find her?
Granny is so cheering you on for that one,
There's
and pissed that you
no
haven't
one,
done anything.
one. Nobody
Granny.
remembers this shit. So
The only person that might have an idea would be this guy, and he doesn't give a
Knows. Fen knows.
We
Fen knows.
no,
Fen
Granny
remembers.
and We talked about
Rick
it.
doesn't know shit
Granny
about it.
remembers that
Rick doesn't
conversation.
care.
Granny, you need to roll a perception to see if you actually see the note.
Hold on. Who's sitting with where?
Wait.
Also, this is a large
Let's do
car.
it.
Nash
Who's
is
sitting?
in the
Who's
front
driving?
seat.
I was asking
For
if she was
sure.
telling Granny, not like Granny was looking over his shoulder. She was.
No. He's
I'm
telling the
hoping he
DM what's
tells
going
Granny.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he turns around and lets Granny know.
on. Or you could
Granny and him
message
had
her.
a whole discussion on how beautiful
Nope.
Rose.
Nope. You do not know. Tony is keeping it lip tight. Okay, so then never mind. Don't worry about the roll.
You know nothing.
God, I knew you.
The first message you get back, a very like if it was a like the screaming note from Harry Potter, it would be yelling at you. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Hope to see you soon. We need to hang out. All the things, all the wonderful, lovey, mushy things that your former coach could just put in one message. The second one comes back from Spider and says, "Gotcha. Update me when you hit Auroran."
Something tells me they already knew.
Possibly.
They already know.
That's my guess. If you have a friend that's a hacker and say, "Hey, I might want to do something about this for you," they normally just do it and then just say, "Yep, got it," and then they'll just toss it to you whenever you're ready.
Anything?
Any
One
hint
friend
of
knows.
this, she's going crazy. Just letting you know. Like, all stops gone, you're finding her and talking. If someone playing music in the background. Fen.
I need someone to roll me D20.
Nose
I got
goes.
one right here. I'll do it. I got my
I got a negative.
silicone trans flag dice.
Ooh.
So
Let's
How do I
go.
get a negative on just a d20? Hold on.
yeah, is it just a straight D20 or is it some sort of
Straight D20. No, nothing added. Just straight.
Okay. This is really
This is-
bouncy. Let's see how this goes.
This is a trip roll.
That is a 14.
Ooh.
A 14. Okay.
Now, if it goes bad, we can blame it on Tony.
That tracks. That tracks.
Hits.
You head out and you get through to the border rather within the first 3 hours of leaving. And you get to the tolls. You get to the border. And of course they do a stop and they check all of your IDs. You guys are all good to go. And you head on through. The weather is fine. The weather is good. You're able to keep on moving. I need somebody else to roll me a d20.
Why not? It's in my home country.
Yeah, you go for it.
Don't fuck it up.
Technically, you've arrived in Wolfburg.
We've arrived where?
Oh no, it's Warburg.
You have arrived in Wolfburg.
I'll go through. I'll do Wolfburg.
Wait, are we going through Wolfburg to Auroran?
We had to drive through.
You
have
have to, yes. It's right between the two.
We're not stopping anywhere.
Oh.
Go.
No.
Well, except for gas, maybe. But
Even then, it's just
Yeah.
literally don't look at fucking anybody. We gotta go.
well, hold on. They have cool crossword puzzles or a cool
Hey.
T-shirt.
No.
You seem very uncomfortable here. What is?
Can't remember, DM, where am I from?
Warburg.
Kansas.
I'm pretty sure I'm from Warburg.
Check my notes. I
am.
want to say
Rob.
yes, but
I just want to get home.
I roll a
need
15 DM.
Academy.
okay. Yes, you are also from Wolfburg.
Serious
so-
offense to how Fen's
We
acting.
need to go. We just need to go. Because last time we stopped in a city state, we got stuck there for 7 weeks.
Yeah, I'm
There for a
appreciating a change of
long
scenery. I agree. Mind you, I'm sick. I can't piss in a bottle back here. So like, we can go to the bathroom at least, right?
There's a couple of really good,
Just don't
like,
get mugged.
hole-in-the-wall restaurants we can stop by get some food to go.
4 hours later, you do arrive at a pit stop. The weather has not changed. It is still clear. Maybe few clouds. You do stop at a pit for those who have biological bodies that still need to empty themselves and get snacks and things that in Baldrick Baldrick, how is your battery situation? We haven't done that since you've always been in a city-state situation. You're sort of out in the country right now.
John probably charged him up real good before we left.
I mean, he does have that crank, but I don't want to do that again.
Says I have 5 batteries.
Okay. Okay.
He also can pick you one up here, I'm sure. Maybe low quality ones, but
pretty low on the tech side.
His batteries are very special for his situation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, these are not double A's.
They're triple A's.
Like gas.
They're nuclear fission.
Well,
Okay, then.
It's a small town in the middle of nowhere. They're gonna someone's gonna have some a nuclear reactor in the backyard.
Honestly, as someone who grew up in the small town out of nowhere, that's more likely than you would think.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I grew up in Kansas near old silos, so like, you know,
Moonshiners.
surprisingly likely.
I found when I went to an abandoned place in Kansas and I found like the ruins of a tank that someone had like either was trying to home make or someone bought at a guns and knives show and then just vandalized to shit. Like
Sounds about right.
Both are very possible.
Very, very.
Oh goodness.
Kansas is
all
weird,
right.
man. I love it. It's weird.
I need somebody else to roll a d20.
Or
Y'all are still in Wharfburg.
Well, I guess if we're going by hometown, might as well.
yeah.
Oh, hey, that's an 18.
18.
Okay.
18.
Still quite smooth sailing. Moving right along. Got all the snacks you need. Everything's kosher.
I think we're full on Muppets movie montage at this point.
Singing not included.
Oh no, we have a bard, so like essentially.
Round and round, round and round, round.
And Bard's in the back seat just
Ben.
playing the lute.
Can you play Freebird?
You already asked this of me, and I've learned it for you. Yes.
Actually, they did. They did, I think, in one of the hotels they played.
I remember this now. But I'm asking
You
you
asked
to
me
play.
that before. I couldn't, and now I can. Let's go.
Yeah, but will you? That's
Sure. Let's go.
we got a long drive.
Does this car have a karaoke machine or something? I feel like it should. Where's the
You don't think loud enough?
Baldrick?
It's just a car.
Baldrick? Are you paying attention?
Yeah, I've got
Is
people
it-
talking here, so I'm muted.
Oh, okay. Do you have a karaoke hookup to the vehicle?
What was that?
Nash,
Do you have a karaoke
in your
hookup?
car.
Nash is karaoke.
Absolutely not.
Nash has thaumaturgy and is karaokeing this shit.
Let's go.
Okay.
Ben's definitely joining along with them.
It's MTV unplugged.
Hold
Oh
on,
yeah,
let me-
Gregor's ears are bleeding, but Granny is singing.
He's got his little earbuds in, and he's just sitting there listening. He's playing Sudoku when they went to the stop. He's just bought a Sudoku book.
Nope.
I've seen Amelia play this before. I could do it.
He's trying.
All right, I need another D20 roll.
We
Actually-
still in Warfare?
Yes, but at this point you've been on the road for 11 hours. Do you take a pit stop? I mean, do you stay in a hotel for the night, or do you?
I'm not having people drooling in my car.
Do you drive through the night and have just rotate drivers?
Nobody's
I don't
driving my
think-
car either.
I can drive your
Anything
car,
with
man.
the
Like,
pedals.
I have driven your car.
and yeah,
Technically,
Yeah.
you can also have it on autopilot.
Yeah, and look
I thought-
what happened. Other people drove my car and then it got totaled.
that was your
because
fault,
of you.
actually.
Ah!
I didn't say I wasn't the one driving it.
Oh my god.
Who
I
taught
said
him?
other people drove my car and it was crashed.
Who taught him sarcasm?
He
I'm
came
pretty
that
sure it
way, I
was
thought.
Ton of a fuck.
This is the only personality I've known with this damn thing. Are you telling me that he used to be
Oh,
polite?
I mean, he must have. He was.
Not for any of
he was
you.
a service bot.
You had your moments for about 15 minutes before I started swearing in front of you.
So you admit
Don't
it was
you
your
know
fault.
you can't swear in front of
100%.
children?
100%.
He's like 95. He's not a child. Now, if you don't mind, let's either find a motel or you're gonna get your metal butt out of the seat, and one of us is gonna drive for a bit so you can recharge your batteries before you start glitching while you're driving.
I'd like to point out when Gears asked if we were going to stop for a hotel, I said yes.
I did not hear you say
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so yes. You guys stop for the night. Rev, you are down one battery.
Yeah. That's okay. I have 12 more.
Oh,
Minus
lordy.
7.
Minus 7.
It's 8, actually.
Minus 8.
Oof.
Listen, they didn't learn me to number so good.
You were a family tutor. Anyways,
Literature and
have-
poetry, not
And the
not
family
numbers.
was- the family business is now doomed.
I'd like to point out Rick was a family tutor. I also tutored math.
I know lots of people that tutored math that can't do math, though.
That is fair. That is fair, though.
So, what's the situation? Do you get one room, multiple rooms? Everyone gets their own room. What kind of
Okay.
hotel are you looking
I
for?
would like my own space if none of you have any objections with that.
Fine with me.
We're just gonna be here for a night.
So 6, 7 rooms?
Save the money.
Okay,
5 rooms.
What kind of
Five.
location? What do you
Five
say?
at most, isn't
There is no 4-star or 5-star in this area.
Fine.
You got 1 to 3.
3.
Apparently, we're going for the highest of the highest here. And it's still going to probably cost us nothing.
To be fair, these places
As
that have like
everything has.
3 stars, they might have roaches the size of small hot dogs, but man, do they have the best breakfast options.
I can vouch for
I'm
that.
not eating the hot dogs.
I don't believe you, but
Check
okay.
your room for bugs.
We'll stop by and get like a little bit of
Prestidigitation
spray.
on everything.
You just need some mint. Throw some mint
No.
around.
No,
You leave a
prestidigitation.
Twinkie out for them, and then they just part of the show. You just watch it, and you watch them eat. It's fine. It's.
Don't!
They'll stay
I'll
away
let
from
you know
you
right
for
now,
food.
Fen. You know for a fact he is bullshitting you 100%. He is bold-faced lying to you as you're having this
Assuming-
conversation.
Assuming that Baldrick took you to a 3-star hotel, it's definitely not that low.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if you guys have ever seen like in like mountain range areas, they have those individual cabins.
Oh, those are those.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I was
Um,
thinking quality wise, are we like Motel 6 or are we Red Roof Inn?
Okay,
What's the
okay.
difference?
I'm sorry, I'm fully breaking character and everything. I went
Gasp.
to visit my husband in freaking Biloxi, and I stayed at a place that was owned by like one of those fancy ass like hotel group things. Like I can't remember the name of it. I think it starts with an M. Anyway, I get there, I thought I was gonna fucking die. Like the door separating the room, like the locks and the latches were all completely broken, and the only reason that door was staying shut is because they put a freaking table in front of it. And like the window was open when I got there, like completely open, no screen, nothing.
Oh
like
my God.
completely wide open. I was like, I'm gonna die. I got there at like 3
I'm
a.m.
going to die.
I thought I was dead. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
This is fine.
So the name doesn't matter, Rev, is what I'm saying.
So, this place that you found is you get your own individual cabins. They're just like one room, bed, and mini kitchen. They're not attached to one another, and it is in a semi-forested area. You're kind of going through the outer edges of Wolfburg.
Okay.
It would take longer to go through the center.
And how much is it going to cost us for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think, right?
Yeah, 5K a night for each of you.
Oh, that's
So-
easy.
So 25K.
35K.
There's only 5 of us.
Rooms.
5 rooms?
Oh wait,
5
yeah.
times 5 is
Why did I
25.
think it was 5 times 7? I don't know.
Because Rev
Yeah.
said 7
Rev
rooms.
said 7 rooms, yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody else vetoed that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 25K.
That's
Okay.
one room for each of us, plus a changing room, plus a lounging room.
Oh,
What about a
I don't
gaming
think any
room?
of us wear
Lawyer, too?
diapers.
Who's paying for it? Who's taking it out of their coin?
I'll take it.
Dibs.
I'm already taking it out. Fuck you.
You said dibs.
Don't care.
Well,
I
they
already
actually said
got it.
I got it before you
The money
said
back. I'm
dibs.
paying for it.
Isn't like
Yeah.
your money his money? So like
Yeah,
he
don't you
literally
own
just
him?
like
No, it's the other way around.
send
My
you
money
that
is their money.
amount.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like
All right.
He
Any
has access to
conversations before you guys call it a night, or just zonk out and?
Nash will probably, I think before we go in and pay, there will probably be a conversation about Rev or Roderick. I know you've been paying for most things, but like you're supposed to be dead. So maybe we don't for a bit.
My money is not associated to that old account.
I understand that, but just in case.
I'm certainly not the only.
so it's now under
certainly
name.
not the only service spot
technically under
around
Ben Ra's
with
name.
money.
I
Should be fine.
Yeah, technically,
I understand that this may be something that an extra step we don't need to do, but I would rather take care of it like this and have it not bite us in the ass than find out 2 weeks later that we've been leaving a trail for somebody.
Nash. Is there more to your past than you're trying to tell us? Because you're very paranoid about trails right now.
Is that we all have baggage? Why are we bringing this up now? We were just on the road for like 11 hours. That would have been the time to do that.
We literally faked someone's death earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like why are the rest of you not paranoid? And we're running from people that have enough money to like buy entire governments where I'm from. That's scary.
Because
Didn't
they
they
don't
not-
have enough money to buy most of the other governments.
Yeah, but you know where we're at? Wolfburg, where they could buy the entire government.
True.
Yeah, but we're in the outskirts in the small little.
Then they
Like,
can just buy a police,
Where they
buy
could
the local law forces,
Yeah,
and then just
They need to have direct contact with this place to probably have access with what they're doing. Like, I'm sure this place still has pen and paper somewhere.
oh, they do actually. They have also paper Bibles, so they'll pull out one of the little Lythander Bibles or like little like Bible to whatever god is common in Wolfburg.
it's a collection of like eight gods.
Fun. Little epic poem collection. Love that.
Lythander is like the third one on there.
Like, you guys think I am technically challenged? Like, the outskirt towns here, they make me look like a genius.
You all can recall that when you checked in, it was still digital. It would still read your ships. There is still some link up to the main grid, as the majority of the states are still web connected. But
It
is also
Nash has
Wolfburg.
his right to worry. Everyone to sleep with one eye open tonight.
If you
Ash, do you want me to sleep in your closet?
I can walk through the last 8 weeks since I got out of prison, what's happened day by day, and why I've gotten like this from hanging out with you guys.
No, I think I understand. I think we're good. And Rick is gonna like tap him on the shoulder, and as he walks out of the room, he's gonna deposit 300 kilobytes to Nash.
Kilobytes?
Yeah.
How much was it again? You said 25k. 25k of what?
25k lebytes.
For the record, don't the chips have to be touching?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is not where Nash's chip is.
Well, I mean, he's gonna like subtly like tap him on the shoulder, and as he's doing that, like swipe it.
Yeah.
I can rope this. I can roll sleight of hand.
No. The wizard.
She's like, try me, bitch.
There's a part of me that wants to do it. Well.
Do it.
Ends up rubbing him
We'll
up
do
and
a
down.
sleight of hand and a perception check.
Yeah.
Contested
it's
roll.
Totally great. Watch, he'll roll a natural one.
This is passable.
It is passable for my +1. That's a
You could guidance your.
Let's go.
I got a 17, so yeah.
Shit.
Nash
saw
is
through
going to definitely
Baldrick's
dodge out of the
bullshit.
way. He's just going to dodge it. That's probably one of the worst rolls to get a natural 20 on, but it was great.
Another nat 20 to the counter. Woot woot.
Keeping my strong lead.
It is a very strong lead. I was almost catching up. Not even close anymore.
So at this point, I will say the crew calms down and ends up in their own individual cabins for the night. And we will take a break.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, friends. We're
How
back.
dare you say that to me?
You know what? I'll say whatever I want to you.
Oh, okay.
Say that in that tone of voice. So the crew, having wrapped up their loose ties in Ithros, headed off towards Wharfburg. They saw the skyline change as they went from the glistening city of Ithros with its part steampunk, part cyberpunk, mostly Tesla punk, with the hovercrafts and the open exposed electrical outlets arcing over the city and over certain areas of from building to building, and a lot of the brassy mosaic stained glass picturesque buildings going off into a more forested area. So watching as the tree line grows taller and taller as they head out into the less populated areas of Wartburg, the most direct route towards Auroran. They traveled for 11 hours before taking a night to rest. And they are headed out on day 2 of their travels. Who would like to roll?
Did we all roll yesterday?
I think
Rev did not.
3 of you did.
Did I not?
I thought 4 of us at least did, because I know Brett did, I did, Darkness did,
And
I thought
Darkness
Blood
I did.
I guess I may not have. No, I did. I rolled the sleight of hand.
Wait,
No, for the trip.
For the trip. I have 3 rolls for the trip. 14, 15, 19.
Yeah, I didn't ever have to roll again because we were just like, oh, this is 11 hours. We should probably sleep.
10.
You rolled a 10?
And Rick didn't want us drooling.
Not in my
Rick-
car, you're not.
Rick's about to
Brett?
get a problem is what I'm
Yes,
hearing.
10.
Did you roll a 10?
I said guess.
Oh no.
You're a little glitchy, my friend.
Okay. As you are traveling down the road, traffic begins to increase. It's not nearly as open road as it once was, and the clouds begin to roll in. The skyline is getting darker. It looks like you might encounter some wind and rain. But nothing else seems to happen. It's like this for the next 5 hours. You do encounter rain on your dashboard, and it does get the roads quite wet, and the driving does kind of slow down a bit towards the end of that, but you're still able to move on. Blood, would you like to be the last roll of the encounter?
Sure. I'm sure this won't go poorly. Let's be the problem at 6.
Okay.
Our car blows up.
It just starts to smoke. Rick starts to smoke.
Boston also
As
starts to smoke.
But
for other reasons.
continues to.
As you're driving along, the weather starts to get a lot more rougher. The skies are a much more darker gray than before. The winds pick up, the rain gets heavier. And
Wind's howling.
at one point, a deer, antelope type of creature jumps across the road in front of your vehicle. Baldrick, I would like you to roll a dex. See if you swerve
Like a
out of the
dex
way, or
check?
if you're...
I'm sure
Yes, a
this
dex
isn't my
check.
fault at all.
Hold on, a deer
Yeah,
or an
16.
armadillo? What size of this creature?
It's a
Deer.
deer-sized armadillo.
Antelope.
It's
Antelope.
terrifying.
I did not say antelope or armadillo. I did not say armadillo,
That's what I heard. I'm sorry.
Antelope.
Antelope. Okay.
which is another
Right,
type
I'm
of
on your
deer.
team. I would have preferred armadillo. Especially if it was the size of a deer.
Armadillo.
An
The Rickmobile would not be alive.
Hero.
Antelope. by
That would be
8
worse
p.m.
than
With a
the brick
16,
wall.
you don't think I can dodge it with a 16?
16
No.
does dodge. So you're able to maneuver, you're able to, tap the brakes, steer out of the way, and it does not cause a collision or crash. The vehicles around you are able to do the same, and you guys are able to maneuver away from it and continue on down the road. It is... it increases the heartbeat a bit for some of y'all, but you were able to avoid it.
Granny's gripping on to the walls for her dear life, like,
Is that
Petting
common out
Seza.
here? Like, I've been here. I've been to Wolfburg before, but like, I never saw that. What was that animal?
have you been to the outskirts?
Nah, I was here a couple of years ago. I never went out this
They're
far.
good eating.
It is pretty, but I think I'll stick to my cities if it's all the same to you.
You can breathe out here. Can't breathe in cities.
I mean, you can breathe just fine, assuming you're not next to a manufacturing plant.
Oh, next to a chain smoker.
Anywhere.
Lights another cigarette.
You guys need to spend a weekend out at my house. Just saying.
You also live in Ithros, though. Oh no, do you live in Worthburg, Brain? Your kids do. Yep. Never mind.
Grandkids.
Her kids and grandkids live all over the place.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're everywhere. There's too
Name a
many
city.
to
She's got
keep
a
track
kid and
of
grandkid. Granny got
that I don't know
Auroran.
about. Probably have some great grandkids like floating around there that I haven't met yet. Maybe some great
Granny
grandkids.
was so drunk in her 30s, she doesn't remember how many kids she has.
Anyways, So yeah, as the tree line is, thick, you come across some really rocky hills. It gets denser and denser as you are moving up north. It is also getting colder. Both in the year and location as you go up north.
Did I forget to mention that Auroran is mostly mountainous?
I thought it was Beach Town.
Different kinds of beach.
That does
Mostly
explain
rocks.
why you suggested I grab my warmest coat, which I did, but good to know. Maybe you can get some mittens or something like that, Ramita, for Murdoch.
Do we want to retcon Nash's outfit?
Nope.
No, okay. I just wanted to make sure
Honestly, you were
I'm given the option now.
And my first thought was hose never get cold. That was my first thought.
I don't think of all the words this one,
Ho is does not it does not fit that, but that was the first thought in my brain.
I
don't get cold. What are you trying to say, sir?
Like, are you cold? And Nash is just like,
No.
just like shivering. Nipples poking through.
Nipples are always poking through. That is just canon.
Ice cutters are engaged. But no, Nash actually does pretty well in the cold. You just got to keep moving.
Okay.
Just constantly squatting.
At some point, I'm gonna start having.
When Rana's outfit makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it, guys?
How cold? How cold are we saying it is? Is it like negative 10 degrees out, or like what?
Not yet.
It doesn't. Depends on the area.
If we're in it's like Colorado mountains, it does get chilly, but it's like freezing sometimes. But like,
yeah. And I play sports.
Or is it like
in
Washington Mountains?
Freezing temps all the time. Like
sure.
That's actually
not Bailey freezing.
What?
That hurts though if you get hit
freezing.
by something.
I mean, I've done down to
Don't
20
get hit.
degrees, but yeah. This once again.
I've tried to
Put it this way: this year
Also-
and in the flats, we got down to -5.
Also,
Okay.
what time
Feel
of year
negative
is it?
20.
Because this does.
it's also a
Yeah.
question.
Is this
Like
the
I was
dead of
saying,
winter?
no, it is not the dead of winter. It was just the beginning of summer when you guys got together in Vorak. The weather was getting
So it's somewhere in autumn.
so it's you are 2 months later, 9 weeks. No, yeah,
9 weeks.
9 weeks later.
Then it's probably crisp, but not too bad.
Yeah, it's the tail end of summer, if not like still like
Beginning
last
of
month of summer.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it feels the same to me as it has whenever we first got together.
So it is. Yeah,
Doesn't your temperature gauge tell you something different? Sorry, yours.
You spent the hottest months in Boston's apartment as you were heading up north.
Almost definitely. Now with this knowledge, Fen stayed inside constantly. He does know.
But yes, so it is later in the year, but you are also heading up much further north. And as you're heading up north, you see the trees start to disperse a little more. You don't see them nearly as close to the road as they were before, and you see it's still mountainous. It's still kind of rough. We're swerving around corners and up and down hills and whatnot. And you get to a few cliff edges where the road kind of goes around to the edge. And then as you're coming up to the last little bit, you get to a summit. And then there before you, you see most of Auroran. And you are greeted by these hillsides that kind of curve up in a semicircular direction up the cliff, up of the cliff side of a mountain. So part of the mountain is covered. The buildings are all kind of aqua, teal, light bluish, like seafoam green colors. Some of it's material, some of it's reflected off of light glass, and they are all shooting up like icicles that would hang down, but they're kind of breaking up from the ground, and it's all kind of next to each other, building in a cone shape, with the center being the tallest, and all these other little icicle points coming up around the sides. On the lower end of the cliff, there is a bunch of other buildings that are closer to what looks like it might end up going into the an ocean. As you can kind of see out between the little peaks, the little mounds, a little bit of glistening water out from behind. The lower level mound buildings look more like half cone shaped buildings that are like on the side, like you would see a stack of seashells on top of each other. And this is from the far vantage point that you are, but it's only a brief moment. As you get closer, the lower level starts to sink below the horizon as you are climbing up the mountain to the higher point of the icicle towers of buildings. And as you get in, as you get closer and closer to the highway, you start to get immersed in this huge metropolis of a location that building after building is in the same teal, seafoam, aqua colored icicles, and you come riding up through, and there is a sign that says "Welcome to Auroran." You go through the border patrol, get your name scanned, and you continue on your way.
I can see why you have a distinct like for. Fuck it, this is cool.
Yeah, with how you guys act, I thought it was gonna be made of sapphires. Might as well be with how glittery it is.
Yeah, do you need like sunglasses when you're driving in? Like, holy hell.
Actually, no, I can see just fine.
Thankfully, the bioluminescence don't overwhelm.
Oh, wait,
Bioluminescent. You mean the
is
natural
gonna
shine
glow?
things have?
Mhm.
Okay.
Like how you kind of glow in the dark?
Yes. Many materials, items, creatures even in this area have a natural glow to them.
So is that like a predatorial thing? Or like, what's the point of it? Like, I feel like that's bad for hiding.
It's just the way it's always been. When Auroran was founded, it was a thing of beauty in nature, and we just tried not to disturb it.
That doesn't. Enthusiasts
Why are
about
you-
nature can do that, but a whole society that doesn't.
Why does the whole society glow?
Through most of the bioluminescence is implanted when it comes to the humanoids. My hair, my eyes. Though, to be fair, my eyes is another thing completely. We don't know why my eyes do that. I don't know why my eyes do that. They just kind of do.
That cool?
But
Did you just like eat too many of the bioluminescent things?
many
no,
mushrooms
I've
did you
always
eat as
been
a
able
kid?
to do it. My mother was freaked out whenever she first found me.
Found?
Found?
Well, found it. My eyes glowing was the thing she was not expecting.
Ah, okay. Oh, speaking of which,
I
what
can imagine how that's terrifying, actually.
are we going to
Like,
your family's
babies
house,
themselves
or we
creepy.
find in a hotel?
Oh yeah.
Because we're going up to the city now, and I mean, I'm not quite sure how much it's gonna charge us for trying to stay at a place, but I also know you don't
Easier
have
to
exactly
stay at
the
mine, honestly.
right. But what exactly do you want us to do when we meet the issues you
talk.
have with your what?
Don't talk.
Don't
And I
talk.
know that sounds horrible. Trust me, I get it. However, Mother, I think, would be okay with just about anything I throw at her.
Sure.
Father, however, if he is home, which I'm hoping he's not, I'm really hoping he's not. Less so.
So to recap, when we're inside your house, you just don't want us to talk at all.
No, once you're inside, the meeting part. Don't talk to my father.
So okay.
You can talk to the staff all you want, of course, obviously, but I'm making this worse.
A little bit.
Is it not considered
So-
rude to ignore people? Or-
Yeah, especially the host.
Obviously, if you're addressed, you have to talk to him, but I don't. I'm hoping we don't have to talk to him ever.
So is this like he's gonna be a dick to us, or like he gets
No.
offended really easy?
No, he's an egoist at heart.
You're gonna have to explain that.
Do we need to like pull over and get one of those cool looking snow globes at the stand over there? Or like
Ooh, should we bring him a bottle of wine?
That might actually help if we get the right vintage.
does he smoke?
We can,
No.
we can get him
We are.
the $8
Mother would be absolutely furious with him.
We
if
can
he
throw a
ever
box
did.
of wine.
Oh God, no!
That's another face
can get
palm,
the-
and I
No,
did.
no, no.
Holy shit!
This is what we do. We buy an empty water bottle, and then we get the cheapest bottle of wine, and then a super nice one. We keep the nice one for ourselves, and then we give him the cheap one in the nice bottle. Do the old
This
swapperoo.
man already hates me. I really don't need him to hate me more.
Does he said he hated you?
Yeah, how does a freaking parent hate their child?
If he hasn't said it and you just assume it, I mean, you know what they say about assuming.
Only problem is he's literally told me I'm wasting my life.
So he doesn't agree with you. I don't know the fuck. That's Brett talking, not Boston. Boston wouldn't say that shit.
The hell does this guy know? Has he been following your investigation?
No, but he did follow me throughout my entire schooling, condemning it the entire way along. Listen.
Well, no wonder you're so fucking.
Listen, if he asks us any questions, we're probably gonna be honest, and you have to deal with that consequence. That's all that is.
Also, if he's a dick to
I
you in
think we're
front
gonna
of me, I
have
ain't
to
taking it.
find a hotel. Yeah, a hotel fine works fine. I'll pay for
I
it.
want to talk to your mom. She sounds awesome.
Oh God.
Yeah, your mom sounds lovely.
Mother is an angel. Father is the devil incarnate.
I don't know about
So
that.
we
You've
need someone to
hung
give
out
us
with
some
us for the
action.
past 8 weeks.
Please don't hit my father. That would not end well.
I cannot make any promises that Nash won't kick his teeth in.
Okay. Bit of a spoiler warning. He's in direct line with the council that runs this place.
Sure.
Please do.
So they know he needs a slap.
Oh no, they're trying to get him to be a part of it. And
Oh,
he was telling them
So
to
they
no.
know he's a dick. The only type of people that go into politics right now are assholes. So
I guess just in general, but sure.
To be frank, he's avoiding it like the plague because he. My father's view on life is, unless there's something to show physically from what you've done nothing. Thus, my research into magic that is in the past is useless.
you're literally in
Ramina,
like
I don't think
the top investigation right now.
Ramina, unfortunately, some people are just assholes.
Fuck, I raised so many goddamn children. You know, they weren't the happiest with me, but I'm fucking proud of them. So, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, how do you raise a child? Like, especially since they birthed this one. How do you raise them and then watch them grow up, watch them take their first steps, and then say they're wasting their life? Like, I pushed my kids too hard, but I bet you every single one of them knew that I was fucking proud of them.
I think a hotel would be better. Just gonna avoid it. I'm just gonna avoid it.
Didn't you tell your mom you were gonna visit though?
I did tell her I was going to visit, and I don't really want to make myself a liar. However,
If you don't want us to go, you can also just go and we can get directions from her to get a place. I mean...
no.
Yeah.
See, the complication with this problem is, if I take you to my house, she will not let you leave.
I mean...
So we would be trapped.
No, especially you, Baldrick, seeing as I technically own you.
Not technically, you do.
It's technically, seeing as it's only on paper, just so he wouldn't be... which we can also take...
You can drop the worst of us off at a hotel and take Baldrick with you. Meet with your mom. We can go get...
What do you mean the worst of it is all of us other than the person she owns?
Yeah, I'm sure this will be fine. I can't disappoint him anymore. I just gonna, like, if there's like a GPS on this car, just like pop my fucking address in and lean back and be like, okay, this is fine.
You want a drink?
I've tried that 3 times already, and none of them have turned out fine.
Schnapps? Have you tried schnapps yet?
What about some hot
No.
cocoa with some schnapps?
What?
Baldrick,
What can I get you some snaps?
what do? Do you follow the address or do you go get a hotel or?
He's talking to roommates, I think.
Oh, okay.
I just responded. What?
It was very quiet. We didn't hear you, buddy.
You muted yourself, I think.
I unmuted to say that no, we're going with their family.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm ready to
Forced
snack
family
a
interaction.
hoe.
Forced family interaction. Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
The entire time there, Finn is just like trying to collect themselves, going, "This will be fine. I'm sure Father's away." Like there was an entire.
Why do you call ahead to see, hey, we're coming?
Because then Mother would
yeah.
call him home if he's not there.
So how is your mother like so okay with your father treating you this way?
It's complicated, honestly.
I'm sorry, I just don't freaking get it. Like, my wife was an angel, I was the asshole, and my kids still knew I loved them. So, like, I don't get it.
We grew up in very different areas. Wolfberg and Auroran are nothing alike. Your
That doesn't
values
mean
and
rap. Child is a child. You take care of children. Child walks up to me on the street, I'm gonna take that thing in and feed it.
There's a difference between feeding a kid and actually loving it, though. That's a way of showing love, I guess, but like...
it'll be fine. I'm sure the twins are there. They can cause chaos. The twins are definitely there. I could definitely convince them to cause chaos.
You don't need the twins to cause chaos. You got us.
Please do not cause chaos on my house.
Oh, I was gonna see if your twins wanted to learn if they enjoy cigarette smoking.
Please do not. They're 13.
Ooh, what about like knife juggling?
God.
You have knives?
I can always teach them fence.
That, you know what? Actually, they probably take class. Did you have fencing lessons?
I did. They've. If they're interested, they've already been probably enrolled. More than likely, they have.
Wait, you take fencing? Why don't you have a sword? For fighting, just in case.
Pulls out a sword.
Oh, I forgot about
I've had
that.
one this entire time.
All right, let's get to your place. You need to take a nap or something. Do you need like a forced nap?
Please,
BRB in like 2 seconds.
I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh,
They said BRB in a couple seconds.
that was not the BRB I was thinking. I thought they were just going to mute.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were gonna take everything off. So we're gonna.
They're back.
Okay.
We thought you were just going to mute.
Fix it.
Sorry.
You're cool.
That's why. Alright, so as you put in the coordinates and Baldrick rearranges the path to head towards your home, you all so far are going on the main road, and then as you get closer and closer in, you kind of swerve off to the left and make a few more left turns, heading around the outside of the center, but still getting closer and closer inside the metropolis. Until you start going into neighborhoods. You see all kinds of, slower traffic, smaller buildings, but still some of them are very still pointed, of that icicle arch going up. And then you see the houses get further and further spread apart. The houses are getting bigger and bigger. And then you come up to this road that comes up to this gate. And Fen, you know this gate.
Yeah.
From those of you who are in the car looking out, there is this giant pillar gate of aquatic influence. The gate bars are not straight up and down, but rather curved, look more like ocean waves going up. And far down in the distance, there are several trees. It's not just a blanket of earth, but you can see down what would be like a corridor of trees. You see at the far end what looks like a... actually, do you want to describe it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, because you have the blueprint.
I do have the blueprints. So here, let me pull. Have I shared those in chat? I think I only shared those to you. I don't think it actually has the outside on the blueprints anyway.
No, it doesn't. That's why I'm like, do you want to describe what it looks like?
Yeah. Very much a manor. It has a sort of like opening party. I don't know how to exactly describe, like the you know how like in very expensive houses you come up and there's like that giant circle that you can drive around
Driveway, yeah.
in as their driveway that arches off into two different sides that come out, all obviously towering up a couple different stories up. And then the main house of across from that is a gargantuan.
It's gaudy. Is it unbelievably gaudy?
It's not gaudy, actually.
No.
It's very matched to the surrounding area with the architecture trying to fit its best into nature, while also having a lot of glass and light and the colors trying to like weave themselves in through
It's so
having
gorgeous.
tones it's gorgeous.
I can see why my one-bedroom flat made you very uncomfortable.
4 houses behind this? Like, is this the entrance to a neighborhood?
No, that's our house.
You hear the intercom on the outside of the gates, and there is a projection off of the main communicator in the car. May I ask who is? May I ask what your business is here? You recognize it as one of the robots.
It's Fenrana. I'm come home for a bit.
Oh, wonderful. I shall tell the lady of the house you have arrived. And you hear bzzz, and the screen goes blank, and the gates part in the center to let you all in. As you get closer and closer to
I'll point out to the left side and say, that's the garage if you want to park there.
As we're coming up, I'm gonna lean towards Boston and be like, I think this is larger than your church.
Oh, 100% sure, bigger than my church.
The walls are very organic. There are no straight lines. They are the walls kind of curve up in a sort of semi-seashell shape. You can see the little like marks that the little bumps the seashells has. That would be like if you were to see like a Gothic cathedral type of where they have the staves, or not the staff, the supports. Well, this is similar, except it is in seashell form. And it comes up, and it crests up to the top, and goes up about 2 stories, and then the 3rd story up top kind of has a similar structure of the icicles, but also kind of a circular, one of those circular conch shells.
Whirl.
And then with the swirl, and then the windows are circular or organic in some other fashion, and you can see light coming in through the pillars of the top part, coming down inside, and it is the flowers in front of the little baskets in front of the area are all blue and turquoise and have some kind of coral look to them that looks like a little display of coral in the area, but they are very soft to the touch. Just it has this imagery of corals around the seashell. The main door has an organic mosaic feature to it of lines, kind of like the gates that you first entered, with glass plates in between. And the doors are huge, at least 12, if not 16 feet tall.
I don't think Rick could open those.
And they are opened automatically, machinery to work it.
Oh, I thought it'd be magic.
I thought it was gonna be the robot, like, servant dude.
I mean, he has control of it.
Nash, you good? You've been quiet this entire time.
This is the other reason I wasn't sure about bringing you here.
Because Nash is too quiet. Nash, you need to be louder.
No, I know this waves at everything makes many people uncomfortable.
At this
The
point,
hotel was smaller.
The hotel was smaller, yes.
The doors to the front, the light bouncing off of them, move, and as they part outwardly towards you, and you see a woman, part elvish, with long brown hair, with a few blonde streaks coming off to the side, in a chiffon organza type dress with long sleeves, and but sort of like cropped and see-through off the sides, and then of course the same mosaic on the chest with a high back collar. Her hair is pulled back into a low ponytail, and as she comes out, she's, "My darling, Fen!"
Hello, Mother. How are you? I'll go over to her.
There's the stairway is massive, but it is also short. It's probably like 7 steps, but there are wide and with a fountain in the
Big
center.
and showy.
Yes, wide steps, and there's a fountain in the middle before getting into the doorways. She approaches you, and
What's
She
up? What's
approaches-
the dog to say?
I don't know.
Isn't she cold in that? Mesh, see-through, winter
Yeah.
time.
It is quite chilly, but it is not cold out.
Should've
We're
worn
gonna
a better
say
suit.
we're gonna say it's around 70 degrees, 69.
So not terrible,
Because-
honestly.
No, but it is
Nice and
still
comfy.
it is still in the warmer months.
As Fenn's going up there, Boston's gonna button the last 2 buttons and like straighten his tie that he's wearing. He's like, I feel so underdressed.
Granny's gonna smell her pits.
Sorry, you guys. I'm a rich kid. I'm a really rich kid.
You're the kind of rich kid that owns the businesses the rich kids say that their parents work at.
Boston, this is why I constantly am trying to press your clothes.
A lesson learned, fair enough.
You never know when you're going to be in the presence of society.
Hello, Mother.
I don't know you
How are
understand society anymore.
Don't
I thought I knew.
She comes up to you, and she places a kiss upon your forehead. She is slightly shorter than you, but not much.
Yeah, I lean down, whatever she needs.
Yes, and
I know the deal.
She cups your face and says, "It is so good to see you. I'm so glad you're home. I tell you, I was so worried about when you were quarantined. It just, I kept thinking of you every day. But I'm so glad you're here."
We made it out fine, Mother. It's all's fine. I did bring some friends with me.
Yes,
And I
you
kind
did
of
mention them.
like start leading her over to our group.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for allowing us to enter your lovely establishment.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's my pleasure to have you as guests. Friends of Fenrana are always welcome here.
One second,
Can I
forgot
just
my
say-
mother's name.
Your child is a delight. It's been so much fun working with them.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I absolutely adore Fenrana. They are, we are so proud of them.
Anyway, Mother, this is, and I start listing down Boston, this is Ramita, Baldrick, whom I currently have employed, and then Nashville.
Greetings. You shall call me Vashti.
Vashti. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Vashti.
Well, come in. It's going to get very cold this evening.
You all can leave your stuff here. They'll probably be brought up to your rooms later.
Sure. Boston is like, he's like, I have so many guns in that car. I'm sure it's fine.
I'll talk to them. You're good.
Sure.
Like,
As you
My
walk
one-
into what would be the grand hall, the floor is dappled in multiple blues, dark blue, light blue, gray blue, turquoise, teal, all kinds of dappled blues, mosaic all across the floor. A lot of it is glass, some of it is different types of materials. The light that is illuminating the main part of the hallway is coming straight down from the top of the centerpiece that you saw earlier that is shrouded in the icicle structure, a type of words.
Chandelier.
Not sunroof. The hole.
Moonroof.
No, like the hole in the roof with the glass, like
Skylight.
Skylight.
skylight. That's what I was going for. Yes, skylight. Sorry.
Thanks, Rev.
I don't know why I went sunroof.
Close.
So
It's
I-
a
Close.
skylight for a car. That's
It is. But I'm trying to describe a house here. So, yeah.
It's not
So
a house. It's a manor.
it is it is a castle.
it's a mansion.
It is an estate.
With like $8,000 martini.
That's
told you how much
cheap,
my
my
brother-
darling.
The light coming down from the skylight hits the ground and it bounces all over the place, illuminating in a nice light pastel, with the walls being kind of the walls are light blue. It is organically round. You are in a type of sphere, like a crystal ball, but there is something different with the light that bounces on the walls. They are constantly moving. They're not quite still. The light refracting from the ground should be stable and solid, save for the position of where the sun is, but there is something that seems, some of you who are, magically inclined would say that there would be an enchantment, an illusion. Those of you who are technically inclined, there's some kind of bounce wave, that's causing, a mechanism causing it to bounce. Before you is a grand staircase. It is a horseshoe shaped. You can go up to either side and then end up to the second floor. And the beyond that, I actually don't have the blueprint in front of me. I need to look at it. But there are whole corridors to the right, to the left, the back, and the second floor is open to more room. And you can definitely tell that there's a third floor to all of this. You're going.
Mrs. Vash, can I ask you a question?
Yes, darling.
Did you commission this building, or is this like a place that you and your hubby
Father
picked
built
out?
it.
Oh yes, we designed it. It is our second home officially, but we've had it since the children were born.
It's very, very impressive, to be sure.
Well, thank you. We've contemplated on having moving into a larger home, but the children do not seem to wish to stick around. So most of the rooms are empty, and we see no need to expand since the family is no longer expanding.
I mean, push comes to shove, I'm sure that's
When she
Go ahead.
said larger room, Granny's gonna like cough a little bit, like larger house. I mean, just like
Yeah.
it's larger.
Well, when the twins were born, we had thought about having more children, but they were such a handful, we couldn't possibly take on any more responsibilities.
Where are
so-
they?
I believe they are in the theater. They wanted to watch the latest of their favorite episode. Yes. The father's off at work, so I told them to quickly finish the season. He doesn't approve of some of the shows that they choose to watch, but
He doesn't approve of fun, but yes.
he has his fun in his own way. But yes, the daydream type fantasies are not appealing to him.
How did you and the Mr. I don't mean to pry, of course, but how did you two meet?
Oh, we met in college.
Sure.
We met, I believe it was the second semester. We were taking some rudimentary classes, requirements, and we had actually competed for the same internship. And neither one of us got it, but that in itself introduced us to each other, and we began talking, and we've been inseparable ever since.
That's lovely.
Yes, it's been wonderful. I never thought I would find someone so quickly, but Auroran is a fascinating place, and
Can I get an insight check to see if she's actually happy with her husband?
yeah, go for it.
Sorry.
I'm guidancing.
He really wants to see inside my mom's head.
A little bit, not too much. 15 total. If you want to DM it to me so that way the party doesn't know, it's also fine.
Yeah, I can do that. We'll do that.
I mean, it does seem like Boston is putting the
I'm just
moves on
chatting.
off, just saying.
Oh my god.
Well, to be fair,
He hasn't.
Well,
Uh,
How good's the marriage? I can do better. Right?
Please no.
that's not the direction I was going, but sure. Oh goodness, I'm doing no Sherry. Oh goodness.
We've gone from people trying to hook up Boston and Fen to hooking Boston up with Fen's mother.
You don't.
Fan's mom has got it going on.
well, someone's got to do it.
Oh no.
And Baldrick and Rick and Rev can't, so you know.
Oh god.
Granny can try.
Actually, 15 isn't that high. It's a good number. You can tell she's tired. She when she talked about meeting him, her husband, she was very happy about the meeting. And she loves the house. She's loved every moment of she's been lavished in. There are a few you could say concerns or I don't want to say regrets, but there's something there. But you're not sure if it's directly related to the hubby or if it's just something about the whole lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
I can, if you don't mind, Mother, I'm gonna go nab the twins real quick.
Yes, I believe they should be done soon. It's late. Are you all hungry? We could have dinner.
We don't want to
You've been on the
impose.
road all day. If that wouldn't be too much of an issue, Mother. That would
Absolutely.
be all fantastic.
I will get the
I can
kitchen up.
definitely help you out.
Oh no, dear. You take the evening to relax. Please have a seat the couch. We have multiple forms of entertainment. I can get you a drink. Would you like something?
The Ramita is trying to cut back.
Oh, I see. I'll have tea made up. And she goes and heads to the kitchen without another word.
I should have
Gonna be
asked.
Thanks, Bob.
Listen,
Thanks.
if I'm not, I was gonna ask for something, but if you ain't gonna have anything, and we're in a place like this, I ain't gonna have anything because it's probably gonna be the best 12 I have.
Man, you have whatever.
Mother's collection
but
is
I have a
very,
hard time
very
pinning you
nice.
down.
As you guys like enter into the main area, there's
I'm sneaking, by the way, and I'm encouraging everyone else to sneak with me once we hit like close enough to the theater.
Okay, so you're going up to the theater. You're not going to check out the main floor or anything?
Going anywhere? Mama's getting us snacks and tea.
We're gonna meet her later.
Wait, hold on.
No,
You
no,
tried-
Yeah, that's what I was just do.
We're going to meet her later in the dining area.
Are you sure? She said she's going to
we
get
just
us
met her.
tea. Yeah. It seems kind of like a dick move to... Sorry, am I allowed to swear in this house? I should probably have asked that before we got here.
I mean, as long as Mother doesn't hear you, that's fine. And that's always been what we've gone by.
Sure, but I mean,
also,
like...
Roderick, he will most definitely tattle on us.
Is Roderick.
Roderick?
The man the robot from the front gate. He's
Why
the
would he
main-
tattle on us?
Because he's Mother's ears.
Is Roderick in the room with us, by the way,
Your mother not
Gears?
have her own ears.
No, you have not met. You have not seen.
You
Roderick.
haven't seen him yet.
You've seen him on the screen when he
Well,
first
yeah.
appeared. Was like hello, but he's not anywhere you've seen.
Listen, I'm not gonna leave your mother hanging. I'm sure she's gonna come right back, because this place is magic and tech. I'm sure this tea's gonna be done like that.
I kind of agree with them on this. I don't feel comfortable leaving.
And, I mean, you're trying to tell us to, like, be as respectful as we can. Ditching is kind of what you do if you don't want to be respectful.
I'll send someone to escort you later when she doesn't come back, and I'm gonna go off.
I do actually believe there's a saying of when in Rome, we're being instructed to leave.
What's
yeah, but
Rome?
kids are not always the most respectful to their parents.
I'm being respectful to my mother. I know better than to lead you off whenever she's making you something. However, whenever she makes something, she always takes it to a designated spot where we're supposed to enjoy it because we aren't supposed to eat anywhere else in the house in fear of us messing something up.
At this point, you'll hear, absolutely, that is, it is forbidden to eat anywhere where it is not designated. And you see this robot that is a much, much newer version of what Baldrick might have been. It is all kind of, it is
Basically
like,
the latest version of Roderick's model line.
basically, it is slimmer, smaller, sleeker. There is gold plating and a few like platinum plates just to make it look nicer and shinier. And it's nicer.
Shiny
And
boy,
you were
shiny
worried
boy.
about having Baldrick under your name when your family has this?
It is slightly different. The connotations. Hello, Rod.
Hello, Master. How are you this evening?
Fantastic. It's been a long time, friend. Do you happen to know whether or not the twins are still in the middle of their movie? Will it be easy for me to sneak up on them?
No, I believe the twins have moved on from their cinema.
All right. That's fair. Do you know about where they are?
Unfortunately, I have not been tasked with monitoring the twins.
That's fair.
I am missing that data. Roll an insight check.
How's Boston's watching Baldrick in this interaction? How's Baldrick feeling about this newer model, or is it just
I
blank
guess maybe
metal
it
stare?
would be intelligence check. Less
I mean,
insight.
he's worked around newer ones before.
Sure, but it's got to be weird, or not at all. Actually, never mind. Boston has no idea.
That it'd be
You could
normal.
ask. 16. Okay. You know, occasionally when the twins request mom for something that they're not supposed to do, occasionally there's something else they're not supposed to be doing. So they are off in their little clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, well, wherever you decide it is. which is their little clubhouse they designed before you left.
Yeah,
And it's a little area that Mom doesn't know about, Dad doesn't know about, and
it's basically our little area.
yes.
Is it like the kids' hiding room from the parents, or is it like just those?
It's their own creation. They made it for themselves, and then they invited Fenrana, because Fenrana is their favorite sibling.
Sounds fair. I'm still gonna head towards the theater,
Okay.
but instead of if you pull up the blueprints where you see all the like future storage ones, the one in like the very back where the future safe is,
Okay. Let's see, theater is on.
opposite side of the theater.
Wait, which floor is that? That's the third. There it is.
The one
So
with the pole.
opposite side. Okay, so
It's the bottom. It's like underneath.
underneath the pool.
No. So the pool is on like in the basement.
I see it.
Area. Yeah. And so over
Okay.
where like the future safe, future storage is, unfinished
Yes.
storage, all of that.
Yes.
That tiny storage one probably is more where they like carved out their own little space, or the unfinished storage area.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we'll say unfinished. Unfinished storage areas is where they went for, because they wanted also like sunlight.
Yeah.
Because that looks like a either a giant window or a sliding
Or a
glass
door or something, or
yeah. So
Over
yeah,
that-a-way.
that's- Yeah, unfinished storage area. This is where they made their
That's where they hide when they're doing things they're most definitely not supposed to be doing.
exactly. Okay. Roderick goes, "Is there anything I can get you?"
Mother's already got working on tea. We're taking it in the dining room, correct?
Yes, absolutely. I believe dinner is being prepared now.
Thank you, Roderick. We'll be there here in a little bit.
Absolutely.
Raji, is it alright if I smoke in here? Or there's like designated areas?
Oh no, smoking is not permitted within
No.
the house.
Okay, thank you. Thought I'd ask.
Absolutely. They walk off towards the laundromat.
Yeah. Downstairs, off to the right, and like just start as soon as I get to like the more unfinished, or not quite unfinished, but like undesignated areas of the house, I'm gonna be like, okay, down.
Down?
What are we doing?
And I'm gonna start sneaking.
Okay.
I'm not very
So
good
yeah,
at
you
this.
go towards the staircase, and I believe that there's a foyer down below. Behind the horseshoe shape, there's another horseshoe shape that
Mhm.
goes downstairs.
Yes.
So Fenrana escorts you back behind those stairs, and you see they go down into the ground, and you walk down those staircases, head off to the side,
Across the
down
pool, it's fine.
across the pool, down another hallway, and
Off to
into
Grandma's
an area.
house.
There's doors, and the walls are painted, but they are a lot less decorated than the rest of the house. The house is absolutely decked out with maces, vases,
And fixes.
well, basically, but they're the head stone models, and all types of like sculptures, glass, bronze. There's piano and a harp, and some other musical instruments that are more electronically crafted, like the whatever that air thing that they use.
Oh,
Theremin.
theremin,
The
yeah.
what?
The theremin.
Yeah. There's definitely a theremin in the area. But this hallway there's no photos, no pictures, no pedestals to put anything on.
All very minimalist.
But it is lit. There are lights. There are doors. And as Fenrirana takes you down, goes to the second door, opens it up. It's an empty room. Nothing in there. And Fen, you can see the latch of the secret door that the twins had crafted, and it is most definitely used, so they are definitely there.
Yeah. I'm going to, as quietly and sneakily as possible, get that open to where I can, get in there without them knowing I'm home.
Okay. I need you to roll a sneak deception.
Self.
Dirty 20?
Oh, shit. You are successfully able to pry open the door just a little bit, and you see the twins, and they're talking, and they're doing something Father would not approve of. And it is closer to a little bit of what you study. It is looking up connections of historical artifacts, magic, and their influences on the current world state. And some of them, you see some materials that are very familiar as well.
Mm-hmm. Did they go in my room and steal shit?
Not quite. You might see one item that is yours, but the rest of them you see incense.
Mm.
You see feathers, you see shells, you see salt, sand, lots of items.
I'm gonna just get as close to the one far closest to the door as possible, and go, "What you doing?"
You hear
Hey, kids, wanna see the body?
one screams, the other screams, they jump, they turn around, and they knock over a few of the jars that they turn around, and they're absolutely scared, and and they come rushing up to you.
I'm absolutely getting dive bombed, aren't I? I'm on the floor at this point, aren't I?
You are absolutely one after the other. You got dogpiled. Absolutely. And the rest of the crew, you guys see as Fen, you hear this scream and this lunge, and Fen's knocked over, and there's two kids, teenagers, 13-year-olds, dogpile on top of them, hugging and just giggling and trying to tickle, and is absolutely chaotic.
I didn't know Fen could smile like that. It's kind of refreshing.
This is weird.
Gosh.
But cute.
Zivness, how you doing?
What are their names?
Ziv and Nersiv.
We're good. Fanny, when did you come back? Did you just get here?
Just got here. Want to know something else?
What?
Got friends.
Really?
I'm gonna point through the door. Go get them.
And you see these two kids get up and they run over and bust through the door and, hello! Hi! Oh,
What's
look at you! What are you like Rob? And one of them is starting to stutter. The other one's like, breathe. Roderick! Are you like Roderick? What is that? Is that a tattoo? Do you have stockings on? And they are starting to look at all of your clothing, asking 100 questions. Like, are those are cool? Are those spikes? I love your jacket.
Ben's just leaning on the door, the makeshift doorway now.
Be like,
Oh my gosh.
how'd you know? They're not even out.
They show the nanotech bolts right on the sides. You see? And one of them points out with a little laser on their finger, and it's showing right into the side of the little the plate, and you can kind of see it since they're pointing it out. The other one's looking at Boston's like, what are you? What do you do?
He grows a tail.
No, said to Boston, not Nash.
Oh.
I'm a cowboy.
He's a bounty hunter.
Do you do illegal things?
Not particularly.
What cowboys
Grant is
do?
just gonna like look away.
What Ziv turns around squarely and says, I read that cowboys do illegal things. They do anything they can to catch their prey. Is that right? You go for prey?
He does indeed pray.
Wait,
He's the holy one.
Quite often.
oh, wait, did they talk to? Was that to me?
That was
No,
the
that was
Boston.
the Boston.
Sash, what do you do?
Yeah.
I will
That's
bring
just
a-
you're like,
I'm gonna say all the answers actually because I know how I would answer, but Boston's not me. Oh no, that was a 6.
Oh no.
Boston's not just your self-insert character?
No, not even a little bit. Sometimes you must do what's necessary to get the job done if you're protecting other people.
Ziv looks at Ziv. Absolutely, that's a yes. I knew it. They both go over to Nash. Why are you? What color are you? Is this green? Is this gray? You're different. You're tall.
You colorblind?
He also grows a tail.
You can grow a
You gotta
tail?
put that out.
We see the tail? Yes, let's see the tail.
all right, you two.
Only under certain
I'm gonna like
conditions,
come up
not
and like
right
pick
now.
them up from the back of their necks.
I need you to roll a strength check to see.
Oh, I
if the
absolutely
two
don't think this
13-year-olds
is actually going to work, but you know. I'm actually gonna I'm still gonna like put pressure behind it, but I have no idea whether or not I'm gonna be able to.
They're two 13-year-olds. They're somewhere between 100 and 113.
Oh yeah, definitely.
120.
Okay, not terrible. It's a 16. I rolled a 7.
Hey,
Okay. So in whatever older sibling nurturing strength you have, you're able to pull these, 100-pound, 105-pound wet tweens off of, back from Nash and asking all those
Talk a
questions. Like,
bit.
"Hey, wait, what? We just wanted to see the tail.
Okay.
Yeah, we just want to see the tail.
There, however, what did we say about personal space and asking questions?
They both looked out and
Not too many at once. Give them time to answer.
don't ask too invasive questions.
Thank you.
One pokes the other. I told you asked too many questions. No, you did it too. Stop
You're
it.
both guilty.
Before you all, you see two twins who look vaguely like Fenrana, but they definitely have their mother's looks as well. One is dressed in a very androgynous take. They are wearing, let's see, what are they wearing? They're kids. They like wearing
Clothes.
sort of fanciful clothing. So
what kind of graphic tee are they wearing?
what?
What kind of graphic T-shirt are they wearing? Because this is their rebellion time. Since they're 13, they're 100% wearing graphic tees under their school uniforms. 100%.
Not technically, but what they are wearing does seem like school uniforms. They are wearing pants that are slack, kind of like slacks, almost like khakis, but not. I can't think of the type. But they're stuffed inside the socks. The shoes are tall, ankle going up, like boots, and then they both have two belts that are crossing each other. In the center, they have a kind of a black turtleneck going on, with each a very long overcoat / vest that goes down to the floor. The pants are a dark brown. The turtleneck is black, and then the overcoat or the long vest that goes to their ankles is highly decorated in brighter colors, brighter blues and purples and greens with some rhinestones. And one, their coat goes straight down. The other one is more tapered in the middle, in the waist, with some organza type sleeves. The androgynous one has their hair pulled back in a ponytail. The other one has their hair all curled out and wavy in front of them, their shoulders. We're twins. Did you know that?
That's what I heard.
I'm gonna, as I pat one of their heads, pat the androgynous one. Zives. Nursiv.
Sylvester
Yeah.
Nursiv.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Ziv and Civ.
Yeah, I will
Those
try.
two words.
Ziv and Civ. I can remember that.
Ziv and
There's
Ziv.
Ziv. I'm Civ. She's Civ. I'm Ziv.
Well, Ziv and Civ, it is so nice to meet you guys. Fen
to
has
meet
told
you.
us a lot about you.
And these two twins are looking you straight in the eyes, Ramita. They are the same height as you. However tall that is. I think you're like, what, 4'1"?
I think I'm only like 3 feet.
Oh, well, then they're taller. they're 4'1". They're teenagers.
Yeah.
Freaking hobbit.
So how long are you gonna stay for? Are you gonna stay the night? Are you gonna stay here? Civ turns around. Are you gonna stay here, Fen?
I am. We are. We are staying the night for potentially a couple of nights. I've got a couple of things to do over at the academy that requires my attention.
Is it secret stuff? Can we know? Can you tell us? Is it
Super secret stuff, unfortunately.
Ooh.
I'll tell you
You're
about
gonna
it
tell
later.
us? You're gonna tell us? Ooh,
might.
we like your friends.
I'm glaring at Boston.
Shrug.
I mean, can they actually like do any damage? Like,
The twins? Absolutely, they can do
Yeah.
so much damage.
well, then they're useful.
Please no.
So what were you doing in that secret room, or is that a secret that we're not allowed to know?
That's our clubhouse. You're not in.
Not okay.
That's us for
How
us
do we
and
join?
Fen.
Okay.
You gotta go through the ritual.
The ritual.
Yeah.
What's the ritual?
Don't tell
May
them
we
about the
ask?
ritual. Don't tell them about the ritual.
If
But-
you don't want
but
to
they're
talk about the ritual,
cool. I like them, but it's secret. You're not supposed to tell them.
You don't
Fen?
have to tell us. If we'd like to join, though, like, or if we can join, I am so down to.
she makes really good cookies.
We love
up to you two.
cookies. We love cookies. Are they? They both look at you. Are they trustworthy? Can we trust them?
They hold a whole bunch of my secrets.
You have secrets? You don't tell us?
I have adult secrets that I can't tell you.
You just put yourself into a coffin, I think, that Fen. He's gonna pat Fen on the shoulder and like take a few steps to the
Yeah.
other side.
Try and elbow him.
You can, it doesn't hurt, but yeah.
I know.
We show you our secrets.
My
We have new secrets. We can tell you other secrets.
my
Come on,
secrets
let's do
have to
secret
with
swap.
My secrets have to do with my job.
But what if we join your job?
That's
We're
going to
gonna-
take you a couple of years.
But we
You have
already
your own secrets then.
You
We
can
applied-
honorarily join our job and
we
keep your
applied for the
dad.
academy. Mom says we're gonna get in the academy.
I have no
So-
doubt.
We'll be there faster than you get there.
Ooh.
Competition, eh?
Well, Mom said you never went to the academy.
It's a little bit different. I took an internship and an apprenticeship.
Mom says it's faster. Mom says academy will make us more prepared. Yeah, Mom says we could do almost as much as you without the in between. Dad says we shouldn't, but though.
How about this? If you guys
No,
want
we
to
have a
like
lesson to
be
Dad.
part of our stuff, you can help Fen out by kind of keeping your father distracted where he won't communicate with us too much.
Oh, that's easy. Dad's always working.
But when
Does
he's
your dad,
not,
Does your dad love you guys?
But yeah, Dad loves us. Why wouldn't he love us?
I don't know. I'm just curious.
That is such an interesting question for you to just bring up.
Does your dad love you?
Yeah. Boston.
I think so.
Where is he? Yeah, where is he?
Lorac.
Is he a cowboy like you?
No.
Oh, okay. What does he do?
He runs a church. Well, he just retired, actually.
Your dad runs a church?
Yeah. He's a Church of Life fan, and he'll take out his holy symbol.
They both look at it.
Isn't-
They're they look at each other. They're no longer impressed.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, that's cool. That's the other ones. That's good for you.
he's going to
I'm gonna pop both of them
he's
on the
going
head.
to
Be respectful, you
he's
two.
going to bip Zis, and he's going to cast command and tell him to make funny noises, basically, just by command, just doing a little bit of magic, harmless.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Basically, bark like a chicken.
There's
The
Ziv
one,
and Civ.
the one that looked the most disappointed when I pulled up the holy symbol, whichever one, it doesn't matter.
They were equally disappointed.
Equally
they were
disappointed?
both. Yes.
They were equally just like,
Like, this is no longer interesting.
Then the one that
The closest to you is the non-binary one.
but that then the non-binary one.
Okay. What is it? Is this the same?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. I'm gonna have to use digital for this. So I can't find my actual dice. Alright. We're gonna do self. Oh, natural 20.
Nope. That's so unfortunate. Every time I try to do anything with this family, they immediately.
They shut
That's
you
fine.
down.
Ziv kind of looks at you. It's like, that tinkles. What were you doing?
Your family's strange, Fen, is all I have to say. And he goes to grab a cigarette and then realizes where he is and just goes,
I point to the side where there's like a window where you can get out.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
like,
jump out
some
your
of your
window
magic.
and just start smoking on your lawn. That makes sense. Sure, hold up.
No, there's a
It's a side door.
balcony.
Oh, okay.
So outside. It's several. Yeah, it's further down. This is like a long room.
Yeah.
It's like 20 feet long. It's
Sure.
further down.
On the deck. And
The twins look at,
takes a
at
cigarette.
the rest of you guys like, so what do you do?
I'm retired.
We
but
go
I used to
upstairs
fight.
while Mother makes dinner.
I assist your older
But
sister.
We can
There's-
explain more upstairs. Father's
but-
not here tonight.
No, he's working.
Exactly.
They still have him at the council. They want him to join still. They
yeah.
say it's more important than ever.
And he keeps saying no.
Well, we think he might say yes.
Oh? Why?
He's been. Remember when? Let's see, hang on. Names.
Like, what up?
Is it a sibling name?
Take it.
Remember when
Kelsar?
Kelsar went to their intern
Yeah.
and he stayed up most nights pacing before he was able to let Kessler go. Because he didn't want him, remember? He didn't want him to do the intern. He wanted him to stay here in Auroran. But he almost didn't let him go.
Yeah.
He's pacing. Yeah, he's been pacing that night. I almost couldn't get my midnight milk. Because I had to sneak around him.
Ooh, he stops you from getting your midnight milk?
He doesn't know. Yeah, we sneak out.
These two have the most of the staff pretty much bribed in one way or another.
Good. Midnight milk is important. Like,
We don't always have it, but when we have bad nights, we have to have our midnight milk. We have dreams like Fen.
Have you always been good?
oh, those nightmares.
Well-
yeah.
Not like
Have you?
Fen. Not like Fen, but like Fen.
Slightly
Have
different.
any of them involved drowning?
No, but they do involve water.
I'm
Have you
wearing a
drowned?
Ramita.
Ziv turns around. Have you drowned? Did you drown, Fenny?
It's
Complicated.
a little difficult to tell what they mean right now.
You never drowned before.
I know. This one's different. Feels a bit more rushed. Like they're more desperate right now.
Ziv found a seahorse in their dream. In her dream. Yeah!
Yeah.
I think the seahorse is you, Fenny. Because I saw it go into a whirlpool and do circles.
Oh! Well, pulling circles does indeed describe my last few weeks.
Ziv's like, I want to dream of a seahorse. I still just get the waters and the seashells.
It's fine. It takes time, and Lord knows it took me forever to get anywhere with mine.
We'll keep working on it. We'll keep doing what you taught us.
Fen,
Yes?
these are more than just dreams, aren't they?
A little.
You got some
Fen?
explaining to do later.
Fen is doing research on it. Yeah, and they said that they would tell us once they got more information. Fen, did you get more information?
I kind of got distracted by the job thing.
Well,
Unfortunately, the job comes first.
who?
Also, the place that I was gonna go looking things up at kind of got exploded.
It exploded?
It exploded.
Oh, did you make it explode?
I did not! I showed up after it exploded.
Oh,
Were you
wow.
there? I thought, like, sleeping, just not in the right room.
Yeah, you were. You
Oh no, I
woke-
wasn't. I did sleep. I was there when it exploded. I slept and then it exploded.
Wow, you were there?
Indeed. It was a whole thing.
Wow.
Let's get upstairs. Mother's
Okay,
probably waiting for us at this point.
alrighty.
Aw, didn't want to be rude.
And the twins, as they start walking ahead, they put their comms together and they start asking Mom what's for dinner. Any last bit things that you guys want to do before we call it for the night?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Alright, so let's do our closeouts. Let's have everyone say what their characters' thoughts are doing, any socials, and then call it a night.
I'll
Nash,
go first. Or do you want Nash to go first?
We'll
Nash,
get
that way
the most,
he can clock
the
out.
most quiet people to go first, and then they can, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Nash is simply watching and also following directions. For the most part, we're told to keep quiet and basically keep to ourselves. So that's what he's doing. Outside of that,
And-
he's just paying attention.
Any feelings on the new revelations about your comrade?
The dream stuff is disconcerting.
Because you were there for one of the nightmares.
He was there for a couple of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
Granny
For me, it was
only
only
had
one.
one.
For one.
I
But
don't
also,
remember.
You brushed it off pretty heavily.
I did.
So the fact that this is a common occurrence, and it's something that is not just a brush off, is something
It's super, super easy to brush off when it happens all the time.
it takes note of. But yeah, I'd say that, like I said, he's just on edge, but keeping his eyes and ears open Just checking the place out and following the lead. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. Socials, you can find me on TikTok at Tony Will Edit. If you're delinquent like Rev, it's Tony Will Edit. But you know,
He really did.
for those of us who have class, it's Tony Will Edit.
What class do
Willed
you
it.
have?
Barbarian
Algebra.
in fact.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's only for 2 people then.
I thought you were playing a bard.
Some days I am. Always
Let's
keep me
toss it
guessing,
over
though.
to Rev.
Me? Oh, I don't exist.
Okay, let's
Okay.
toss it over to Darkness.
Rick is actually, he's feeling really comfortable here. It's kind of routine. It's cool to be in a house with kids again. So yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on in his metal head. And you can find me in all the places that you can find me. I'm streaming nearly daily on the Twitches. And I have other accounts. You just need to find them. Darkness. Stop playing with the cat.
That's not a cat.
Darkness!
That's a thing they've been like
No,
waving all night.
it's just right after I said their name, my cat crossed in front of the camera.
There was a cattail. I saw it.
So it was,
Yeah, King is trying to attack what I'm doing because I have string involved.
All right, Darkness. What is going through
Hi.
his head?
Ramita is super uncomfortable in general, but the second children were involved, she started to relax because she knows kids. Even if they are a lot more hyperactive and more intelligent than what she's used to.
So we're gonna be fucking terrors.
Yeah. Granny loves it. She loves the chaos. She misses it. Super uncomfortable. Super concerned about Fen because at this point she thought it was just nightmares and stressors, not like an actual freaking something's going on that they're researching. And then I am
Very vague
Darkness.
about my
and-
research, haven't I?
Yeah, very vague. Very, very vague. I am Darkness, and I'm still figuring stuff out.
It's fine.
Take your time.
I got my camera, and I found an HDMI from my camera to the computer, but I haven't gone further. And to whoever was quieter, I think it was Boston.
Boston is behaving as well as he did. He knew that that question that the kid kind of threw him off a little bit, and now he misses Father Anderson right now because Boston's not great with kids. If it wasn't clear. And he's like, what would Father
Okay.
Anderson say right now? And if Father Anderson were to do some sort of magic or some sort of just like sleight of hand magic, Boston can't do that.
So he tried command.
It's a little bit of magic that's harmless instead of casting sleep on the child, because I feel like that would have been worse. But he's trying.
Sleep might have been better. It's harmless, and it would have made the other one be super impressed.
I'll do it later.
Please don't knock my sisters out, my siblings out. Sorry.
Knock him out.
My name is Just Brett. I stream on Twitch almost every day. I'm just going to be doing a subathon next week. Very exciting, very
How come we're
spooky.
doing that?
I'm sorry?
What?
Okay. Yeah, starting on Monday. I Just Brett on TikTok. I'm the Cloak DM. I don't really post on there. I need to, but I don't.
That happens
And
when it
yeah,
happens.
last but not least is the most chattiest of Chattertons. Blood.
Panic. Anyway, they're actually kind of thrilled to be home. Because seeing Siv and Ziv is just like a breath of fresh air. They're chaotic, but they're fun. especially with the sibling relationship that Fen has with them. Teaching them, helping them, like, figure out what they want to do outside of Father's reign. And seeing Mom again is awesome. The panic mostly was set before they got in the door. Now that they're here, they're just like, you know what? Whatever happens is gonna happen. It's fine. This is fine. But yeah, I am Bloodless King. I play Fenrana Edsith, and I'm a VTuber here on Twitch. Under
YouTube.
Bloodless King. That's right, we're on YouTube. I'm a VTuber over on Twitch.
Oh fuck yeah.
I have a couple of my VODs here on YouTube, as well as nothing else on my YouTube, but it's under Bloodless King.
Me.
Other than that, what used to be the Bird app?
It's still Twitter.
It's still Twitter, but it's got a weird X.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
What's your accent? Where are you from?
I think it's porn now. Like,
I know, right? Well, to be fair, have you seen my ride? Have you
I
had
have not.
It's porn.
Twitter has been porn, yeah.
Twitter has been porn.
Anyway,
It's just you had to look for the porn. Anyway,
that's gonna be very. And this is why everyone says we're the After Dark show for this channel.
this is 100% the reason why we are the After Dark show.
I am Gear Sparks. I am the DM. I am the ringleader of this rowdy bunch, where we try not to break character.
Fail
I say
horribly.
I say we're 50-50 most of the time. I am.
I think we did pretty good today.
Yeah, we did. I am on Twitter. No, yes. That's my updates. I am on TikTok. I am on Twitch. You can check out my custom little shorts here on YouTube that have nothing to do with any of the other content I make. Otherwise, yeah, we're good. We're done. We're out. Until next time,
Peace,
don't break character.
bitches.